not here when I have the music playing through YouTube. What's up? How's it going, folks? I think Natalie was asking me a question.
I was letting you know Red has a recommendation for your upgrade.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
Yes. I'll have to find it. I'll get back to you on it, don't worry.
Fair point. Well, so nice to see everybody again. I feel like I haven't seen you in like 3 hours. So, how have you been? I hope you've been good. Didn't really feel like I was gone for 3 hours. But I also kind of was feeling like I was having heart palpitations for a period of time there. So that might have been like fucky with my memory. I'm not sure.
That's not good, buddy.
I took some aspirin. We're okay.
I have heart palpitations. It's fine.
Derek's like, I might be dying, but don't worry, I took some aspirin.
As long as it doesn't cause me pain, we're good to go.
They're just
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
I think he just overexerted himself earlier.
Got a little bit of a workout in.
Yeah.
I
Too
got
much
all my
Four Loko
characters
juice.
back, but they're all the wrong level, so I'll have to.
Make sure you constantly sync your CompCon after you update stuff, just so that stuff doesn't happen.
I
Or export your
did.
data.
I did. It just fucked it up.
Great success.
Well, do it on mobile and on desktop.
I
because-
did, and it just fucked it up. All right, I'm more tech savvy than you give me credit for, Nick. Anyway,
Yeah,
we're
no-
license level 4, right?
Well, I've had the same issue, so that's why I'm trying to tell you that.
Yes, we're level 4 at the
Level
moment.
4. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
License level 4.
Yeah, no,
get
I-
sent-
I remember when we were running Lancer with Soul, I had the same exact issue, and it's literally... I was just like, well, that happened. I lost all of my characters, and I had like 7 of them made.
Oh man.
So I had to go back and make them all again. Because weird syncing issues. I don't know.
If this is the only problem CompCon has given us so far, that's pretty good.
I highly recommend just exporting your data and keeping it on a file and updating it every now and then, just to make sure that stuff doesn't happen, because I don't really understand CompCon 100% yet. So.
Fair enough.
But it's a good program. Anyway, hello folks, welcome to Lancer. This is Lancer Desperado. On the previous session, I don't even want to talk about the previous session, that was too funny. You know what, I'll let the players talk about the previous session.
Ooh.
Give me a recap. What happened?
I
This
can
is
really remember the end, but I'm not going to take that away from the person that did it. There was a bunch of like defensive structures around a heavily armored, I want to say Harrison Armory mech guy that was like having troubles with his mech when we arrived. We were deployed from where we were staying in that smaller town. We were headed towards the bigger town. On the way there, we ran into this person. There was a bunch of mechs that were he was fighting with, and then we moved in to engage while this schlub was like trying to fix his mech.
Yeah, you guys are currently in Shago, which is quite a ways away from the sheriff's town, but
Got it.
yeah, that's a good recap. Okay. Make sure you have an accuracy for the session. You can use that at any time in any of your D20 rolls.
Yay.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go last since I'm having to fix this.
Okay.
Or actually, I guess Natalie should go last since she.
I'll go last, I guess.
No, so you get to wrap everything up with the cool thing that you did.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not doing it. My brain is doing numbers on me today, folks. So I'm not gonna get myself accuracy today.
That
So
floor,
you
that's
guys-
the-
We the biggest thing that we did is that we coincidentally came across these biotech giant bugs, and they beat our ass. And there was like this queen bug, and we didn't really figure out much other than there's more things going on than we thought, perhaps, because we don't know how this biotech is connected to anything yet. So we're just having to figure stuff out the hard way right now.
Give yourself an accuracy. Do recall there was roleplay before we got into the combat.
True.
There was?
Yeah.
You were interrogating somebody.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's been a month, guys. Cut me a break. It's been a literal month.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yes, it has.
Didn't we play on the 18th?
Yeah, I think we played 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I
it was
don't.
on that.
I don't fucking know.
Well, 2
Okay.
weeks is a long time.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair. Just
I
make notes.
do make notes. Fuck you,
Then where are they?
Nick. I got home 10 minutes ago. Cut me a fucking break.
Tell him.
Anything else you'd like to add, or we're moving on? to Omni?
No, I took up enough time. Also, I have to apologize in advance. I also got logged out of Twitch. I can't log back in because of their two-factor authentication thing, so I can't read chat. So if anybody says anything to me, it'll have to like go through people who can see chat.
Cool.
Or I guess, let me see if I can find the channel the hard way.
The hard one.
Here we go. Okay.
I have come to a sad realization on my end.
Yeah.
I can't use the smart gun with my cannon because my cannon takes a slot. It takes the main slot, and the flex slot will not hold a smart gun because it is a main rifle, and it requires that it's not a rifle. It is a main rifle. All the weapons on the Pegasus are main.
Mega sad.
Unfortunately, yeah, feels bad, man. Things I didn't quite read enough. Wait, how the hell does this thing mount it? It only has flex frames. Well, explain, Comcon, explain. Why Arkansas, not Arkansas? I don't
Oh,
understand.
Jesus, Omni, I want to give you a hug right now. You sound like you're really going through it, my guy.
No, it's all right, man. My brain is. This is what happens when you go for a really long bike ride and it
That's
storms
why
like that.
I encourage my players to not just zone in on one thing. I also recommend not just looking at Horus. I also recommend looking at IS or IPS.
I'm a Horus boy in a Horus world.
I went for Horus for multiple reasons. The cannons are only one of them, so it's not a problem. But yes, I feel you, boy.
I literally just wanted that drone.
Or
That was
more
my entire
actually.
reaning.
We don't have enough kilograms.
I don't have enough drones yet, you guys.
Oh, Derek, check out the IPSN Kid. I think you'll like that one, KIDD.
Okay, I'll pull up the
It lets you put out a deployable as a free action.
log.
That's a frame trait, though, so we'll see.
What is my Lancer book?
Speaking of which, I actually need to pick a new mech license.
Actually, IPSN Kid is a from Wallflower, so you're gonna find it on CompCom.
I don't remember where I saved my book anyway.
Yeah, it's not gonna be in the book. It's gonna be in the CompCon data. Just look up KIDD and you'll probably find it immediately.
Oh yeah, the kid. Okay, I know exactly. Yeah, that one's a great one.
Yeah, it's a great. It's really quick. It has 6 speed. It's also about like orbital bombardments and stuff like that.
Isn't it literally just the pirate boat? Is kind of the trick with it.
Yeah, pretty much. It has like a counter thing. So like 1 to 6, if you and the die ticks up when you by 1. If you deploy a drone or a deployable, you take a tech action that targets an allied character. So the amount of deployables or the amount of drones that Derek puts out, he could easily get to Shiver Timbers and just fucking
I
wreak
do
havoc.
not see it.
You do not see it.
The kid? KIDD? I don't see it.
Really? Do you not have Wallflower? I thought I sent you the data for that.
I thought I uploaded it too.
We can go back and take a look at it later. Okay, Omni, did you give us a recap? I don't think you did yet.
No, my brain literally is on fire today, right? I'm not gonna pretend like I said, I'm not getting any accuracy today. I have flickers in my mind of what happened last session, but everyone's basically caught everything.
I can give you a little hint. You were trying to make contact with somebody.
Red. My brain is literally putting me. Like we're squeezing blood from a stone. I want to have you know how much I want to do the recap. My brain ain't cooperating today.
That Florida heat. Well, Omni was
Yeah.
trying to hook up with his meet up with his old defenders of the Tigris and the Euphrates, and he met a new contact to do so.
Yes, that is right. Okay, I actually have that written down in my notes. If only Discord would be kind enough to let me access them.
No.
Yeah, there we go. It's Jome, the owner of the Info Hub, and I asked him to pour through a number of data files, which I had acquired from various satellites and star charts of the system that my character is from, to try to find out if we could see precisely where the Euphradian Exodus is, if it was successful, or if all the people that my character is sworn to protect are actually dead. And he was like, it's going to take a while. It's a huge file, and we're going to need to basically process it. And I was like, yeah, just give me a call, buddy.
Yep,
Dap.
and you made a new friend.
Yeah, I remember that much. And I do remember the whole making it towards Shago City. But
Why
yeah,
did
the
my whole
final part.
print just shake? What the fuck was that? You feel that, Natalie? Sorry to cut you off. That scared me.
No, you good. I also know that the fight got really intense, but I really can't go into too much more than that because, again, really, the coup de grace is what needs to be talked about, and that ain't mine to talk about. I remember that very clearly.
That was very funny.
It was sick as hell.
I was like, it'd be really funny if you blew up right now, and then you. You did. Oh.
Speaking of,
Yep, go ahead, Natalie.
So I'll start with the roleplay that I did. Arkin went to meet up with another star, a lesser star, not as
A
famous as
lesser
Arkin.
star.
Just to go and chat and talk about getting more immersed in her role of being a Lancer. After that, she joined the rest of the crew on their gross mission to destroy bugs. Not something.
that's what it was.
That's right.
what
It was bugs.
It was
not
bugs.
mechs. I mean, they were
Bug
like
job.
bugs.
Yeah, that's what I said. The biotech bug thing. I guess nobody listened to me.
No, that literally, I was like, yep, biotech, yep, and then it just went straight
I
through
was
my
de-
fucking brain.
I was desperately trying to negotiate with my brainstem to see if it would relinquish any memories to me today, and apparently it took literally someone spelling it out to remind me. So, gonna be that kind of fuzzy brain day.
Yeah,
Yes,
pal, got you anytime.
So we were attacked by a swarm of bugs the size of mechs, and they were pretty tough, but toughest of all was the big mama bug, the queen bug.
Big mama.
It came out of
Mama.
nowhere, but luckily Arkin is dumb enough to have stuffed herself into the mama bug, into one of its wounds, and then basically self-destruct. So, my
As
mech
I, re-
boom.
as I recall, you actually did roll on the heat. Your mech overheated and naturally rolled the "you will die in one round if you're not out" thing,
I
which
managed
was
to get
awesome.
out of my mech before it explodes, so Arkin lives to see another day and now has a super cool story to brag to people about.
Oh yes. At least
I
you didn't
believe it.
castigate the enemies of the Godhead. You know,
That could have been that could have happened, and it would have been funny as hell.
would have been awesome as fuck.
That being said,
But
But you didn't die.
It's literally
Die.
it's a suicide bomb, so can't recommend. But it is funny if you do manage to pull it off. So, okay, give yourself an accuracy for that recap. That was,
Thank you.
that was a great moment. I still think about it. So let's see. Okay, we can just hop right into the roleplay. You guys are getting back to town after dealing with that situation. Your pal that was with you, ID Seismic, who was just a mech jockey, he was no Lancer, that had immense issues with his mech, would come back with you. And I'll say that we can start with you guys reporting back to Le Maire, which would be Call. I'll show that off for the audience once more in case you forgot what
That's
our
why
mayor
let
looks
me-
like. The mayor of Shago City.
I liked him. He seemed cool.
He's a little laid back for a mayor, but he's a mayor nonetheless.
It is
Especially
a
for a
quiet
city.
dust ball planet, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a city of like 500,000, but he's just chill.
It's not even a million. It ain't much.
That's not that much.
It's not that much.
Okay.
I could run your whole nation without doffing my pince nez.
Whoever would like to begin role-playing, you can start explaining to the mayor what the fuck happened.
Oh man. Also, for just 1 second, I just wanted to say I figured out why I couldn't load up the gun. I could. I just forgot it took up actual system points to do it. That's why.
Ah,
Fixed.
There are
That's
weapons.
good.
Got it.
that's
Yeah.
relieving.
Anyhow, so I imagine we all probably did everyone go to tell the mayor what happened, or who's going? Because I know definitely Arbalest is.
I'm standing there with my hands behind my back folded.
Spooky's coming too.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
Right on.
Okay.
So everybody's there, basically.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds
right,
like
yeah.
it.
Indeed.
Jinx.
Okay. Mayor just sitting in his leather upholstered chairs, kind of leaning back. So, how'd it go?
Owe me a new mech suit.
Elaborate, maybe, and then maybe I'll owe you something.
It went pretty smoothly, honestly, all things concerned, until the mama came out, and that was a little bit of a harder sell than the rest of the fight. Quite a hell of an explosion, though.
Okay,
Yeah,
you guys are talking around what actually happened. You're like giving me little bits of details and stuff. I want the meat.
There was a swarm of biotech with a biotech queen. It was enormous.
We killed him.
Yes, we dealt with it, killed the queen, recovered some of the tech for examination. There was a lot of casualties.
Did you burn the queen?
Yep.
Oh, it went.
Did we?
Yes, we
Yeah,
did, because literally,
Thermonuclear fire is pretty
Wait.
heavy consideration
Sorry,
if you're asking about burning.
I am mush brain too with Omni today. I have been out all day running errands and literally did just get home not too long ago.
I
So
feel you. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, she. That's the reason why she needs to work on getting herself a new mech, because she crawled into the bug and ejected, and well, manticores do what manticores do. Kablooey. And that was quite effective, actually. It was.
To be quite honest, I don't know how you made it out of that alive.
The mayor would look over at Arkin, like, that sounds pretty fucking metal.
Yes, I am the greatest. Thank you. Hold your applause.
Oh, my applause are held. Well, I'm glad you dealt with the
I mean, you could
situation.
applaud a little bit. I did lose my mech suit after all. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to business. We need to get you a new mech. Sure, I'll talk to your sheriff into sending me over the blueprint so I can get that printed in a couple of days. Biotech on this planet. Fucking hell, it just gets juicier, doesn't it?
yeah, there's something going on that we don't know about. But what else is new?
I got a intergalactic terrorist and intergalactic terrorist. I wouldn't want any of you shticklers for the language catching me. We got biotech, and we got the bandits acting up. And I'm pretty sure the terrorist is working with the bandits, so we got to figure that one out. By we, I mean probably you guys.
Do you think the terrorists sprouted the biotech? Seeded it?
I hate the way that you said that.
I mean,
Pretty apt, actually.
I don't know how else he would have put it. I don't know. That's something to take into consideration. Well, hey, maybe while you're waiting for your fellow Lancers mech to get reprinted, that's something you could investigate into. As you can see, my hands are kind of tied at the moment. It says he just like leaned back in his leather chair with like nothing on his desk.
Yeah, you look real busy.
You could literally just say you don't want to do it and you're hiring us to.
He'd open up a drawer and he'd pull out a stack of paperwork that was at least like a foot high, and he'd like set it down on his desk. Yeah, I'll get right to that.
Come on, guys. The mayor's signing autographs. Let's give him some time, some space. That's the only thing she can think that he might be doing, having no experience in this kind of stuff.
I'm not that great of a lancer.
One thing, and it's just this like nagging question. I just cannot, for the life of me, seem to shit. When do we get paid?
Oh yeah. Supposed to be money involved, isn't
Yeah,
there?
Call, when do we get paid?
Oh, hold on a second. He'd pull out his codex and like answer. Yeah.
I start
sure.
tapping my toes like impatiently.
Yeah, I got a call. Can I talk to you guys later?
Can I make a check? Can I make a check?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna roll take control, which is a d20 plus 6.
Don't abuse the mayor.
When do we get paid? Suki would reach across the table and just turn off his codex.
Help, I'm being repressed.
Thank you, Omni.
What's wrong?
He'd lean back in his chair again. Look, I don't know. I'm gonna be quite honest. You will get paid, but I'm not sure when. I have a very, very tight budget here that I have to keep on track.
Right, yeah, budgets. I understand how those work. Listen to me. If you don't pay me, I'm going to get very irate.
If
What do you want me
don't
to do? Just strip funding from like the water processing plant? This is serious political shit. I would pay you. I was a lancer too. I was a thug like a lot of you guys were. I know how it works. I know how people get when they don't get paid. You'll get paid in a week or so. I'll see what I can do, but I'm gonna have to strip funding from something else to give you money. Does that make sense?
You better, because I know Ian Weeson from Space Taken, and he owes me a favor.
Damn it, yeah.
They get worse.
Space station.
They get worse in the best way possible.
Why not just taken in space? Taken into space.
Taken in.
I do my best.
Taken into space is fucking amazing. Where were you taken? Taken into space. Oh god.
Shush you.
That
was
Jesus Christ. That's an Office reference. Sorry.
You're so white, Derek.
I know.
I'm just gonna see myself out then.
Oh, he froze.
He literally saw himself.
But
This is this has been a session. Okay, while we wait for Omni to come back. Excuse me. He's let me see here. Hey, what you guys could do is, if you're really hard up for cash, you could ask the sheriff to pay. Isn't he the one that hired you to begin with?
he said you were paying us.
He didn't tell me that. Must be some pretty fucked up communication here.
I kind of like look to the rest of my party members, kind of like giving them the. This is a serious issue.
I'll
we
get
can
in
get
touch
it.
with
We can get it
Angel.
figured out. Hey, take it easy. We can get this figured out. It's gonna take me a little bit of time.
And you want us to continue to work pro bono?
Well, you'll be
How do we
compensated.
know that when we do the job and get it done completely, we're actually gonna make do? How do we even know that you have the funding to cut? Can I do a read of the situation?
Yeah, absolutely.
I only have a +2 to this. Oh, that's a 22 with a natural
22.
20.
That is a natural 20. He's being quite honest about redistributing funds amongst things. It's pretty clear that the economy here is like held together by twine. It's working, but there's obviously not enough interplanetary commerce to sort of encourage a healthy environment. So he is having to like pull some strings to get you guys money. He's not bullshitting you.
All right then.
Like I said, I'll get you paid at a minimum of a week.
Throw in the license level upgrade, and we'll call it good.
Sure. I already did that after you guys dealt with the mission, to be honest.
Oh shit! Really? I guess I have some stuff to pick out on the web.
All yours. You can use the hangar as much as you like, too. Printing parts is free. Yeah, as long as you're here. So, maybe that'll cover some of the costs?
Yeah, for now.
Cool. Well, unless you got anything else for me. Any other intel?
You gotta like awkwardly duck walk backwards out the room. Have you ever seen a duck walk? Sorry, it's like kind of like awkwardly shuffling backwards. Like.
By the way, my camera should be back, and also
it's not.
You guys
I fucking just plugged it in. It's acting like it's not working.
No, it's because my camera went. My whole internet blinked for a second, so I think that's what happened. Because it cut me out of this too, for the record, for a second. Everything went out for a minute.
No,
I just wanted to make sure.
I'm plugging in your camera, and it's literally just not accepting it.
Oh, it's all right.
What the fuck?
It's all right. It's fine. Yeah, no, I figured that Arbos would be waiting outside the door, like, waiting for you guys to be done negotiating your pay. And just seeing you walk out, just sort of wave. So, how'd it go?
Well, we're not getting paid for a week. But that's show business, baby.
Show business, baby.
Ain't it just? Oh well. I was never in this for the money anyway. So, what else did he mention? Because I kind of just ducked out of there when you all started getting antsy about your credits.
If you're not in this for the money, then what are you in this for?
He chuckles. That mech you all love to rag on? That thing's more important to me than anything else. And as far as I'm concerned, everything we've been doing, this is just an extended shakedown mission.
Oh, is that mech vintage or something?
Yeah, she's about, oh man. I want to say she's sitting at around 232 or so years. She's old.
I have a mink coat from the 2000s. It's quite rare. You know,
What's a mink?
girls don't exist anymore.
I fixed it. I don't know what I did, but welcome back on me.
Hey, everyone. Thank you, Derek. Love
I
you,
just
man.
started clicking shit.
That's the solution, man. It's percussive maintenance, but the digital.
Is he in the cams? I can't see him.
I just popped in.
Whatever, it'll fix itself eventually.
Yeah. He kind of chuckles. Yeah, no, she's important, and her going back to 100% will save a lot of lives. Hence why I'm doing this.
So for the love of the game?
Sort of. Less a game for me, though, mate. That's kind of how it goes.
And what game do you play?
A very long game of chess with 2 pieces. And every couple of years, one of the pieces gets removed. It's not easy to win. But there is a way. We're just starting to get there. Honestly, if you're wondering who's more advanced, my mech is more advanced than me. I was actually made for my mech, in truth. As the case would be. Sort of gestures to his cybernetics as he's walking down a gantry way.
So you're an
Just leave.
HP?
Oh.
Cyborg?
Yeah, mate. You think I was born with like steel rebar reinforcing my collarbones, or like these? I know I'm not quite as extensive as Suki. Sorry, Ogre. But at the same time, yeah, mate. I'm cyborg. Most of it's me, but the important bits replaced, modified.
I pinch Arkin's skin like on her arm and I like kind of pull it out. What are you then?
I'm a biological person? I don't know. Now I'm not sure. Am I alive?
I'm questioning
Are we
it.
people or are we cancers? I don't know.
Who are you people?
I mean, like, his character art's pretty explicitly, like, he's got obvious bits on him. He literally has glowing lines on his face. So you guys probably would have noticed he's got, like, at least some outward cybernetics.
Cyborg who? Me?
Yeah. Exactly. Like I said, not as extensive as Ogre, but still significant.
You only have to call me by my call sign. We're on a mission. It's not a big deal.
All right. It's okay, it is. Gentry if you want it. I'm blessed if you don't. I don't much mind either way. Anyway, I'm just
so
here
when
to
you
run
go
it
in
through
your
this.
mechs, you're not like actually like you're like sitting in something?
You want me to show you? I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, let me see that shit.
Sure.
Suki would just shake her head and not elaborate.
I am my Mac.
Every time you get in your mech, I see the entire sequence of like the G Gundam getting into mech sequence bit, where you just have to get like a super tight metal spandex on, lets you control the mech. I know that's not what it is,
Oh no.
but that's in my head.
No, I'm way more like Tron, where I get like digitized and like go inside the machine, like Ghost in the Shell type shit.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's the case. And Arbalest would head out towards the garage to show you if you'd like. And anyone else who wants to come along is welcome. I know there's other things we need to do, but he's in no rush. Especially since we need to reprint an entire mech before we do anything else.
I guess we have to go to the garage anyway then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get back to working on Runaway.
Okay.
So that'll be my downtime action. You said I was gonna have to use a different downtime action.
Yeah, you guys can roll d20s to see if you guys want to pick an order of downtime, unless you just want to go on whatever order you choose.
I probably go last.
3, 19, 7, and
Well, bam!
18. Okay.
Spicy.
Suki is first.
Yeah. Let me pull up another copy of the book. What page are downtime actions on again?
Yeah, it should be. There's a quick access tab that you can find it.
Oh, Milton downtime.
It's in section 2, so
Yeah,
you're
found
looking at.
it.
Yeah, okay. Oh, nice. It's nice and neat on page 50. That's really convenient.
Yeah, there's useful bookmarks and stuff like that, so you can go to that and then find downtime actions.
I think they just added that to Google Chrome. Anyway,
No, it's always been there.
didn't you say it was going to be power at a cost, or what did you say it was something else?
So what is your current objective right now?
She was being extremely dodgy
Well, yeah.
with the info that she knew. And like what their mission was and like all of that kind of stuff, and she was just not telling, and Suki just got really tired of it, so she was basically going to hook her up to some freaky Horus tech and take a walk in her mind.
Okay.
So she can figure out what she wants.
That kind of device would be power at a cost, yes.
Okay. So for that, I am gonna roll. Can I make a case for look at my Take control or threaten. Like, I'll be using force, but both of those use force.
You're also trying to get your hands on this piece of tech first.
Yeah.
So how would you justify take control or threaten to get your hand on a device like this?
Take control. I'm gonna say I'm gonna contact a somewhat local forest chapter to try to use a little bit of my previous influence to get somebody to send me some printing mats and plans to acquire some of the technology that I need to
Oh,
set
well,
up this
actually,
device.
you don't even have to make a roll for power at a cost. You just say what you're getting. So there's just going to
Okay,
be downsides to it. Unless you want to... If you're doing power at a cost, you'll get it instantly. If you're doing any other action, it's going to take more time. But power at a cost obviously comes with the drawbacks.
Wouldn't this be gather information though?
You're getting your hands on an object, specifically.
Okay, it's fair.
So that would be... get creative if you wanted to try to make it, which would be difficult. Scrounge and barter would also be an applicable check. Or power to cost, like I said, you could just get it, but there's going to be
Scrounge and
drawbacks.
barter. Scrounge and barter is a good idea. Okay, I'll go with scrounge and barter.
Okay, so you want a mind-reading device.
Basically, it's sort of like a very forceful, illegal VR suite. Where she's in control of the construct and can do as she pleases.
Like
You're basically doing like a drift from Pacific Rim, but you're in control. It's not shared.
I've never seen Pacific Rim. I'm thinking more of something like from Altered Carbon.
That's fair. Fix that shit, by the way. Watch Pacific Rim.
Gym.
Yeah.
See, I've had so many people tell me to watch Pacific Rim, and I've never gotten around to watching it. Like, I
feel
want to, I just don't have the time.
I call movie night.
There's a lot
Down
of
with
movies
movie
I
night
haven't
for anyone who
seen.
wants to watch that.
People
Do a
would
watch party.
People would
after this.
crucify me if I told them what movies I haven't seen.
Yeah. Well, you're young. You're
Yeah, I was
young.
about
You
to
gotta
say that.
pass.
I also just don't watch a lot of movies, in my defense. But
That's fair. I used to watch so many fucking movies, dude. I don't really watch that many movies anymore.
Yeah, pandemic will do that to you.
I just like doing
No, I
things.
mean way before the pandemic. I used to watch movies. I haven't watched movies since before then, like I used to. Natalie and I might watch like one movie a week. So
Damn.
and it's usually shit we've seen.
Usually what I do is I put on like music or a television show in the background while I'm working, one that I don't have to pay attention to. It's just like background noise.
Same.
So it's usually like things I've already watched 3 or 4 times.
Do that with YouTube.
That's
Sorry
fair.
to interrupt.
No, you're totally fine. I'm gonna do scrounge and barter, and I'm gonna roll take control because I'm bossy.
Okay. See what you get.
That's gonna be a d20 plus 6.
Nice.
20. I get what I
Oh.
want.
You got a 20, so you got a crit.
Yeah.
So you get what you're looking for, no problems. You find a local dealer who specializes in cerebral technology, and he's really friendly. He's an older guy. He's got a weird receding hairline. He's got like a normal strip of hair here, but then it like balds like back towards the temples and stuff like that. So, he's a little bit of a mousy fellow, and he leans on the counter. So, you wanting something like this? Because your specifications are a little difficult. I can hook some stuff up to this and kind of get something that you want. I don't have any like Horus tech, but I'm sure you can modify it. You seem capable.
As long as it works, I don't care what it looks like.
Okay. He'd slide the data pad over for you to pay for it.
So you swipe. I'm not giving them any trouble.
Have fun, and if anybody asks you if you know me, say you don't.
Sure thing, buddy.
Have a nice day, evening, whatever you want to call it.
I'm gonna take off. Is getting the information gonna be a separate downtime action?
Yes, but we can cover that this session, don't worry.
That's fine. Okay.
Okay, who was up next? We rolled an 18. I think that was Omni.
Yes, sir. 'Twas me.
My
You gonna go
favorite
back and
robot,
talk to
America.
Job?
Aw, thank you.
Let me refresh my video because I still can't see Omni.
Here, Brady
Good
boy.
chief.
Oh. No, I don't want you to have my microphone. There we go.
Hey. So then, yeah, I figure right from there, Gentry would be leading both Arkin and Rykard back to the actual hangar where the mech Skald is currently probably just being like repaired and undergoing some maintenance. It didn't really. I actually don't remember if I even took any damage last fight. I didn't. My drone did. That's what it is. So, like, basically, the mech and the drone are probably in the process of patching themselves up bit by bit. This little drone sort of bouncing one leg to the other, as usual, doing its thing, as other technicians sort of bob and weave around it, trying to repair it, I would assume. Sort of get up to it and sort of gesture to it and just go, so, you want to see how the thing works then, huh? So he would turn to Rykard and Arkin.
Sorry, I was nodding. You couldn't see.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's the case then. Come on, friend. And the thing would extend a little metal arm out from the front of the cockpit and sort of like this little, kind of like just a hook, like a climbing ladder, like a zipline ladder would descend and be like, one at a time. It's not really made for more than one person, but it's enough space in there for me to at least show you anyway. And they'd step on it and pull it up. The mech itself at this point is probably closer to what the original art was like. So it is actually nice and polished now. It's not quite as dusty. Its plating is retained like this nice, it's like I guess a goldenrod shade of armor plating with the occasional splash of green or blue on it. And the whole thing is pretty angular, and it's design. It almost looks like it's very streamlined, like aerodynamic. Despite the fact that it has a giant cannon on its back, it comes on to move quickly. And he, once he's inside, he sort of leans back in the chair, and you can see the chair just basically looks like an MRI machine. And he sort of just taps at it. So this thing, the way it's designed, is when I'm trying to actually command the mech with any level of precision, I have to shunt my conscious mind into the machine's infrastructure. And it does so by reading my brainwaves and interrupting my brainwaves connection to my body and shunting it into the mech. So basically, my brain becomes the mech's brain. And that's how it works. It actually operates on a very similar predictive model to the Big Three, if you're familiar with it, but much smaller. This thing is not anywhere near as big as the Three Kings back in Cradle. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I can literally sort of pull my consciousness back and look at the whole battlefield from a distance. It's very strenuous, though, hence the augments. Makes it a little easier to bear, the process, anyhow. How do you all operate your mechs? I assume usually control sticks like what I have, but I figure everyone's got an ace up their sleeve like I do.
I kind of wait for Natalie's character Arkin to explain.
I hadn't thought about it.
It just worked.
Just works.
Well, normally I would have people help me into my mech, but I decided to leave the crew behind for this immersive role. So I use a stepladder to get in.
And how do you control it?
With the thingamabob inside. Wait, do you all understand the mechanics and the names of the stuff inside your suit?
I had to. Euphratean protectors have to know how to disassemble and reassemble their men. I can't do it all by myself, but if I can't do my own maintenance, it'd be very poor reinforcements for my people.
No, I just used the Prindle.
Brindle.
The stick that says PRD and N.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Cody.
I want to throw up right now.
If somebody actually said that to me in real life, I think I'd die. Like,
I'm just kidding, Natalie. That was very funny.
dear God.
Gentry is biting his lower lip so hard, he's this close to drawing blood. He's really trying not to laugh right
I I don't get your meaning, Arkin.
I mean,
Also, I've never seen the inside of another mech that didn't come from my planet before, so... Or at least my sector, so I don't really understand how all this functions. That's way too many buttons. How do you know what all those buttons do?
I just push them until the right thing happens.
Jesus Christ.
now.
All of
I
my
mean,
people have
that
onboard
sounds good.
AIs. I mean, I'd kind of, spend a little bit of extra time with mine and made them a bit smarter. And I mean, you guys know Leon. Leon rules. Say hi, Leon.
Hello, Leon.
See? Leon rules. But,
I'll do this.
I mean, he handles all
Yes,
the
I
heavy
do.
lifting. I just kind of, like in this body, just in that thing.
Yeah, I get it. More or less. It's pretty straightforward. I know a lot of folks do the direct neural connection to their mech. Makes sense, practically speaking.
Oh, no. Warm up the Hydra real quick. I want to show them something.
Yes,
And as the Hydra kind of comes into low, idle, I literally just kind of not fully T-pose, but stick my arms and legs into a position that I've assumed a million times, and you literally see my whole body gets a grid scan overlay on it, a 3D centralized space, and then block by block I'm disassembled at light speed and formed into the mech.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of and you can hear coming out of the fucking horn, so it sounds kind of gross and probably a little bit evil because Horus.
The Warhammer Titans speak. Hi!
Yeah, I don't know how you guys could not have this. That's weird. You guys are weird. And I'm kind of pointing and gesturing as I come back out, and I'm still pointing and gesturing, and then the mech powers down.
Well, for starters, that's pretty impressive, I have to say. As far as Euphratean tech goes, we kind of work with what we've got. My world has been settled God, I want to say Euphrates is looking at probably I want to say it's 10th or it's 11th Exodus cycle at this point. So the trick is that Euphrates and Tigris, it's a binary world system. They're two co-orbiting moons, if we're being honest, around a shared gravitic point. So no planet, two equal, a binary planetary system. Euphrates was marked for traditional settlement because it was easy to immediately settle, pretty straightforward, the process was a little quicker, and so all the settlers went there. And eventually Tigris was to become for us to leave that world to go elsewhere. But pirates found it first and made it theirs, and decided to prey upon the people of Euphrates, which drove them into hiding. And they came back after a bit of time, and the pirates left because they destroyed everything the Euphratians had built, basically torn to pieces. But they came back, built on the ashes, and then the pirates came back when they built up enough. A couple dozen times over the course of a few hundred years, 2, 3, 4. At this point, the records are unclear precisely how many times. And in fact, we believe this happened multiple times before Euphrates was settled by our second wave. We think it might have been one of the colonies that was initially settled by at least one of the big ships back in the day. Because when we settled on it, it was filled with old tech. So, well, Scald's basically the echo of a couple thousand years worth of various levels of technology. And we put it together to make it function in the best way we can.
That thing?
Yeah?
That thing.
Yeah?
That thing that's right in front of me. You're telling me that thing is thousands and thousands of years old?
The technology is. The Euphrateans... So you remember when we were talking, and our friend back in the little hamlet where we got started kept getting on about me, about making the big Barbosa mech from Harrison Armory, even though I had the license?
Yeah.
So, the trick is that Euphrates survives only because it does for itself. The big companies, the big organizations, they're not particularly kind to colony worlds like that. And in fact, none of them tend to exploit the shit out of them. So I'm not particularly keen on picking up their merchandise. And Harrison Armory itself, well, let's just say I don't like anyone who does better than what we do on our own. And Harrison Armory seems to love delving in advanced technology, so advanced that it makes me question where they get it from. And honestly, it's really all I can tell you on that matter. Half the stuff they do is damn near magic. Like, Horus is just weird. Breaks
There's
the
a
laws
reason
of
my people favor it, yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. It mimics perfectly. It doesn't, not at all. But at the same time...
Supposed to.
Right. But you hear where I'm coming from. Like, I understand where Horus is involved, which is basically that Horus itself isn't a major corporation and won't, like, move a fleet over my world if it gets enough people on it that call for it. Harrison Armory, though, they got a call of Euphrates is sitting on an assload of ancient tech, most of it from back in the old days. Every one of my people's protectors use an Everest. But that's a trick. The Everest isn't just an old mech. It's the baseline from basically all modern-day Lancer tech. This thing is the skeleton of everything that we stand on. So my people use the basics. And it works. And I can repair it. It's field ready. This is made for war, not skirmishing. So if this breaks down, I can rebuild it.
Not quite. You hear a voice as somebody was climbing down from their mech. You know, boyo, that Everest there, that was made in response to a lot of the bigger companies making mechs. That's not the first.
Not wrong. But this one's a particularly older model. At the very least, this one probably predates most of the modern variants. If not,
Oh,
the bulk of
sure. I bet you're still cleaning rust out of the exhausts.
them. Occasionally. Particle accelerator tends to do it for me, though.
It's a lot easier when the whole thing just kind of breaks apart. And when I do this, like, several pieces just like and then back onto it.
Omni, what is going to be your downtime action?
His downtime action at this point... Well, let's see. We do have Euphradian stuff to do, but we also have that biotech to figure. I figure our friend was still doing on that, we're still processing that data. So he's going to wait on that. He's going to instead, he's going to look into that biotech thing, into our little biotech swarm, see what's going on with that. He's going to see if he can't, in his off time, hunt down where this comes from. Or at least start trying to track this, where the source of it might actually practically be. Because we saw the result, but where the hell do giant biotech bugs come from on a backwards-ass water planet like this?
Okay, so you're trying to get information?
Yeah, I figure get a hold of something or investigate.
Let's see. I think investigate would be the better pick between those.
Yeah.
So you're just looking into the biotech stuff.
Pretty much. I don't think he has... He really doesn't know where to start. This isn't his world. He doesn't know He doesn't know A from B. So he's trying to see where he might start. I think he's trying to work backwards, if anything. So he might even have a sample of the old biotech, or of the biotech that he got from the battlefield. what little he could contain, or if not that, like a sensor scan that he's going to work backwards on, see if he can find out what's made this.
Okay.
All right, investigate. Huzzah! Wow. I have no idea what that roll. Oh. Did I roll a 2?
That's a rough one, buddy.
Damn. I really
Okay.
don't know what the fuck this is from. Because I was looking at it like, I'm at least expecting like a double-digit number. Like, damn. Okay, well, clearly I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So.
Okay, so you're rolling an investigation.
Rolling is being generous, Red, with that.
Gather information. So you're trying to find information about this biotech, so you can choose one of these two. You get what you're looking for, but it gets you into trouble right away. Or you get out now and avoid the trouble.
Oh, I could go for a little trouble.
Okay, so you wander out into the middle of the barren sands, and you find a data post. It's very much camouflaged, but you've managed to find it, and
Okay.
you get all this information about this biotech stuff that you'll have to take back and analyze, of course. But you have a lot of information about it. Somebody's watching you. You see on a precipice on a cliffside that there is a mech standing up there watching you. It has 4 arms. It's not anything you've seen before, but you definitely know that they know that you're there and that you're taking stuff that you shouldn't be. So, Omni, your trouble is going to be a mech encounter. But
Nice.
we'll do that we'll do that when we get back from break, because I feel like this is a good point to take a break.
Sick. All right, don't go anywhere, anybody. We're going to take a quick 5 to 10. We will be right back with more Desperado. Welcome back, folks. Thank you so much for your patience and waiting. Be sure to appreciate that on that extended break. We are back. What's going on?
Hello. Omni's in trouble.
I live for trouble. It's perfect. It's perfect.
You're a fool and you will die. It's my Anakin Skywalker impression.
I thought you were doing that guy from the Legend of Zelda game. So you must die, like that guy.
You must die.
You must die.
Don't put me back in the pit, it burns.
Yeah.
Fucking YouTube peep was half of my childhood. 2006 YouTube was wild. But Omni,
It was a lawless wasteland.
It was a lawless way. It still is, honestly. Omni, you got yourself in a bit of a pickle.
I do, yes. So there's a guy on the ridge overlooking me as I'm in this place, digging through data. And so let's see. I need to zoom my map out a little and minimize all the. Get out of here, Cal. I don't need to see your face. Get that corn out of my face. There we go. Oh man. Oh man, that guy is a total badass. Okay.
That's called an IPSN Riley. It is known for having 4 revolvers, and it can fire all of them in the same turn.
That's the mech on the cover of the game.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I recognize that. That thing is awesome. So where exactly is this little scanning array? Is it down here or is it over here? Right where you put me?
I'll say it's right where I put you.
Okay, cool. That's perfect. So if that's the case, then I figure he's been on the ground doing what he's probably usually does whenever this sort of thing happens. When he's probably more used to scavenging. Like Euphrates is literally the whole experience of living on Euphrates is scavenging parts from dead things buried under other dead things, under like miles of other dead things. So for him, like scavenging is just second nature for him. So he's probably out of his mech in his hard suit on the ground, Helpy bouncing nearby leg to leg, just keeping an eye out. And then he notices this mech, and he slowly unplugs his hard suit from the processors down there and slides into the mech, and sort of clicks shut. He turns, cranes his head up. Hello there, friend. How are you doing today?
You just see this figure sort of like they're still just standing on the cliffside with this like massive hammer over their shoulders, and you see all of their weapons pop open simultaneously, and they would reload, and he'd flip them up. You get first go.
Yeah, all right. Well, if it's going to be that kind of day, then, and he's going to sort of lean forward a little bit. Let's see how you handle this. And the cannon on his back, it's a little different than it was before. It's been upgraded, and it's finally at full capacity. So the bow of Euphrates clicks out and expands and begins charging, and the light around him begins to actually dim now.
Oh shit.
As like the color around him seems to like flicker about. Things take on weird colors that they shouldn't. And he fires a terrifying beam of light, which is going to be the true bow of Euphrates direct fire mode. So let's go, buddy. Get ready for this thing. Please work. That's a 19, Chief.
19.
That's 11 damage, Chief.
Jesus.
Welcome to the bow of Euphrates, everyone. This is why I sat through the Barbosa that long. I got it for this.
God damn.
So you're doing 11?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And just double checking to make sure. I don't think I have anything else that interacts with that. Just double checking because of all my different abilities. Siege Specialist, check, hammer impact.
It takes heat just by firing it? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it gets big. It also knocks him back, too, which he will do, as the beam lances out. And when it strikes, it goes from everything being dark, like it's at night, to all the light exploding out from that point and basically sizzling everything around it in a rainbow of color. As it basically transforms from charged particles to pure radiation on impact. So this boy be pushed back, I think it's 2, so that'd be to this point. Because it'd be directly away from him. Yeah, there you go. And as after he fires the cannon, he sort of leans back and his arms extend out, lock into place. And where normally there used to be guns that sort of would flip out into his hands, now his arms actually split open at the radius and ulnar point, and both his arms become cannons. He goes, all right then, let's try this on. And he fires a smart gun, which this targets against the E defense. So it should be, I'm actually just looking at this point, just at the mech stats on CompCon because I have yet to fully update it. So bear in mind I have to manually roll this. It is 15 away, which I should be, yeah, I'm good. So this is a seeking weapon, and this is also accurate. So I get an extra accuracy on this. So I'm just gonna roll this. So how does accuracy work again? It's a D6, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that'd be a D20 and a D6. So I'm just going to roll the D20 and then roll D6 separately. It'll be this. I'll have to roll the damage separately, so disregard damage on this roll. Then I'll roll the D6. Wait. Okay, so wow, that was garbage. That was 8.
8,
but
yeah, that does not hit.
Yeah, I figured as much. So the cannons sort of
E-defense?
blast out.
Yeah, no, but the defensive does
Wow.
not hit.
Yeah, so the cannons open and then fire, and I figure they just sort of like break plasma in the wrong direction. Well, that's annoying. And he sort of just like closes them back up again. So, could you leave me to my business? I'd appreciate it. And I figure after he has shot his cannons, he also has access to his one particular trait, which is Skirmisher, which allows him to scoot after he fires. So I just want to make sure I've got this right. For after you skirmish, you can move 2 spaces. Yep, so this will be after I've skirmished. So...
Did you skirmish or barrage? You fired 2 weapons.
I did fire 2 weapons. So that will be a full barrage? Okay.
Yeah, that would be a barrage. A skirmish is firing 1 weapon.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then that's fine. Yeah, he'll just stay where he is and just dig his feet in.
Okay. In that case, it's his turn to go. You get right there.
Oh, fuck you fast as fuck, boy.
You see him slide down the hill and start coming towards you, and you see all 4 of his gun arms lift up and point at you. Let's see here. He just reloaded. So what's going to happen is the next attack with the loading weapon gains, this deals 1d6 explosive damage. And you must succeed on a hold save or be knocked prone. So
Oh no.
he's going to make... Let's see. Just double checking stuff here.
You're good. You gotta do, Chief.
Firing
20.
the cannons. I'm just double checking and making sure he can't do anything fancy here. Oh yeah, as he gets closer to you, you see like this weird barrel type thing spinning in his chest.
Oh,
Doesn't sound good.
interesting.
So let's see. It's +1 accuracy, +2 accuracy. Ignores hard cover. Okay. Double checking one of his dinghies. Because it's been a while since I made this sheet. Let's see. Or art though. I wish the combat profile showed you your mech.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay. Turn to 6. Okay. Gonna make a shot. D20 +2 +3d6. Higher the 2. Okay, so that's definitely going to hit. And
Alright.
let's see how much this hits for exactly.
Big guns.
Never tire.
Indeed.
Not what they do in this game. Let's see. So it's going to deal a 2d6.
Also, I need to remember that I have 2 heat now.
Okay, so let's roll 2d6. 7 damage.
7 damage. Alrighty. So I should be... Because we were fully repaired, correct?
Yes.
So 7 damage. Damn. What a badass. Alright, that puts me down to 9. Okay.
And with the rest of his movement, he's going to engage.
Oh no.
Okay.
That'll be turn for him, so go ahead.
Alright.
Is that more arms? Is this fucking Godfrey the Grafted right now?
He has 3 pairs of arms.
I command
shit, I forgot.
kneel.
Oh, shit. I need to... So I need to remember that my cannon has accuracy as well. I forgot it has the accuracy buff. So, can you fire a gun in point blank?
No.
No.
Don't believe so.
Okay. So that's the case. Then I would just be bludgeoning this guy the old-fashioned way. Or I could disengage. And so how does it work getting out of combat? Because thus far I have not had to. But
Okay.
once.
So ranged attacks made by an engaged character, you have a difficulty whenever you try to do that.
Oh.
So let's see. Characters that become engaged by targets of equal or greater size during the course of a movement stop moving immediately. You lose any unused movement, so you're engaged right now. I'm just double checking.
Yeah,
You may move, but you will provoke reactions such as Overwatch. So,
Okay. Oh, I see it. Yeah, okay, so that's engaged. Alright. Yeah, that's not too bad. So, if that's the case then, I might as well fire the cannon at point blank.
it's gonna have a difficulty.
Yep, and I have accuracy built into it because I have the giant stabilizers built in. That's the buff that I have in my core power, so that cancels out. So I'm just shooting normally. So this guy gets up to point blank, and as opposed to moving, actually I can't fire that because of loading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a minor action to reload it, and then fire it. Actually, no, I can't do that because it's a cannon. It has to be fired first. So what we'll do is we'll reload with the little drone, so Helpy's going to extend his little metal arms and begin to sort of rebalance the core, which is currently glowing with terrifying unlight. As this thing comes right up to point blank, he levels his smart gun at it again, and this thing is accurate, so I'm just shooting normally now.
Cancels it out.
Yep. Hey, 22 against E defense. What do you say?
Yeah, that's gonna hit for sure. That's gonna be 4 damage.
4 kinetic, sir, as the arms extend again, and as this guy gets into point blank, sort of zams him in the head.
That's not AP, is it?
No, it does not
Okay,
have
he'll
it.
take 2 instead.
Okay, and he is going to use that to maneuver. Since he had skirmisher, he can do this. He did skirmish. He'll move back 2. This does not count as movement.
That doesn't
So-
count as movement?
I don't believe skirmisher does. Let me take a look just to make sure.
Just
Yep.
see if it
Movement
avoids.
ignores engagement and does not provoke reactions. That's Lockbreaker.
Okay, sounds good. Is that your
So
turn?
that is my turn, yes, because I've done 2 actions, the reload and the firing my guns.
Okay, so here's what he is going to do. You see, you hear 2 clicks as that chamber is spinning in his chest. And he's going to... Let's see. Double checking and seeing what he can do. That's right off. Sorry, I just read something. So,
You're good, Chief.
okay, he's going to use a quick action, and he's going to overcharge. And I know NPCs can't normally overcharge, but if they're, elite. Let's see.
Oh, this is an elite. Not only am I fighting some random guy in the middle of nowhere.
Hey,
this
you
guy's badass.
chose this. You chose this fate.
All right. Is there, by the way, question for you, Red.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can just disengage from the fight and get out?
You can if it gets too hairy.
Okay, I'm just curious. That's all.
You have no idea what this guy's intentions are since he hasn't said a word. So
Yeah, no, I've literally shot him in the chest with literally 2 weapons now, and I haven't heard so much as an ow thus far.
oof.
Yeah.
Ouch. Ouch. Okay. So let's roll this. 2d20 plus 2. Okay, so yep, that's gonna hit.
Damn.
The rules on crits is you just re-roll the damage and take the higher, right?
I think that's what you said before.
I always forget. I don't
You roll
know why.
twice and you take the higher of the two.
Yeah, but if you have brutal, you do max damage.
Yeah, you
Mm.
Which
this
is
guy
what
does not
I
brutal.
have.
Oh,
This guy does
nice.
not have brutal, thank God.
Yep, guess who
For
took
your
brutal,
sake.
baby?
That's not only on a nat 20, that's anytime you roll above a 20, right?
Yes.
So that would have been Omni's last turn because he rolled a 22.
Well, it does fix damage.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I didn't
don't
know that. Okay.
Yeah, the smart gun's just 4 kinetic every time, which is
Okay.
why it's great. It's just solid.
That's
Okay,
cool.
you're gonna take 4.
Okay.
So you took 7 and then 4, so you took 11 total so far.
Yep, so I'm down to 5.
Oh, what's your health point max increased? Oh, you had 16 health now?
Correct, sir.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah, my boy's sturdy. Oh, I
Okay,
didn't modify my stats on. Okay, yeah.
yeah. Make sure your token's up to snuff.
It is actually, apparently. It did keep track with it.
Okay, he's gonna use his movement to get back into engagement range, and he's gonna hammer you.
Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Death.
So he is going to.
Don't blow me up.
Don't think he has accuracy to this. Let me double check real quick. Is your evasion 12 or is it 10?
My evasion should be, if this mech will pop up and show me. Please show me. Evasion is just 10.
Okay, he's gonna hit.
Okay.
And this is a kinetic hammer. You see this
Okay.
hammer sort of like reel back, and you see it come down, and it's gonna smack you right on the head for a lot of damage.
It's probably gonna be enough to blow them to crit me, so let's get it.
Weakness.
Okay, you're gonna take 7 damage, so you're gonna structure.
Oh no.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, no.
That's gonna be 5. So, what the fuck is this?
16.
It should be 5. There we go. Now it's at 0. So, what's the save? Okay. So, how do we do the structure again? Because I've so far never structured thus far.
Okay, roll a d6 for me.
D6. Huzzah!
You
That's
can
2.
activate a protocol once per engagement.
But I've got like things that give me
Oh.
more.
Oh, okay.
Well, then you
So,
can do it as many times.
I don't know
So I can-
how many I have. though.
Do a system trauma. So parts of your mech are torn off, so roll another d6 for me.
okay. D6. 2. 5.
5. Okay, so a system of your choice is destroyed.
All right. Wait, I forgot. I also have custom paint job. So,
See if you can resist it.
yep.
Roll on
D6.
Roll
Do
on
it!
check.
Nice, dude.
As the hammer comes in, it does land a hell of a blow, but the exterior plating on one of the arms just sort of crumples and comes off as it's designed to, leaving the mech structure underneath completely safe.
Do you still count as structuring, and you just don't take the penalties?
It goes down to 1 HP, I think.
Yeah, I just return to 1 HP and I ignore the damage. The hits simply scratch my paint. Yeah, it's basically just I don't get structured. It just is a save against being structured.
Or take carryover damage.
Yeah. So I'm just at 1. It didn't actually drop me.
Okay, well, with this last quick action, because he overheated, he's going to shoot you again. Now he's really fucking pissed off that did nothing.
That's twice that custom paint jobs have saved lives. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Custom paint job. Don't ever doubt it.
Never doubt it, folks. Custom paint jobs.
Don't sleep on custom paint job.
It is
Yep.
the tits, folks.
I
It
got
is the
another
tits.
system point with that last upgrade, and I put custom paint job back on my mech.
Always worth it.
I believe
Never
paint
take
job
it.
is destroyed after that activates, though.
It is.
Yeah, it's only a one-off, so I'll have to. It'll not want function for the rest of the
Okay,
fight.
so you will take 4 and you will structure this time.
Yes, I will. So now we roll a d6. That's a 6.
Oh, that's either really bad.
Glancing blow.
Glancing blood. Okay, so you're
Nice.
impaired. You do structure, but you're just impaired, which means everything you do is made with a d6 penalty.
Oh, okay. So just inaccurate. That's fine. So I'm back up to 16 now?
You took 4, so it tramples over, so you'd be down to 13.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, cool. So,
You hear the
that-
ominous click of 2 more rounds being loaded into his chest, and you know something really bad is coming.
That's
No.
fair. So, let me just see. This guy hasn't missed me once, actually, which is a little alarming.
The lowest he's rolled is a 10.
Yeah, so I've noticed. Then again, I should know, it's you, Red. You roll amazing when you're GM, and you utter ass when you're a player, and that's how it goes.
true.
It's
Why you always make
man,
me make saving throws instead of rolling attacks? I noticed. Don't think I haven't fucking noticed.
I haven't, but that actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, knowing that now, some's
It's just
popping
the
in.
forever DM curse.
God, I know that feeling. All right,
Yeah, I've been
so
a DM for 5 years. I know how it is. I've always rolled brutal against my players. This isn't a new occurrence.
The trick is to always roll a lot of dice, and if you do that, then you're always going to be killing people as a DM.
I've gotten crit more times than I can count in his games. Like,
But, yeah, no, I don't cheat that stuff either. A lot of the times I'm like, should I fudge this? I'm like, no. I don't like
we know
fudging
that you
rolls.
drop. We know you drop crazy rocks on us, Red. It's how it goes, buddy.
Oh, it's dude! I can't wait till I get to be a player in a game again. I can't wait to roll fucking go.
Pay you back for what you did to me in Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, man. I can't wait for you to play Legacy and see what mechs will do in that to you.
Oh, Jesus
You
Christ.
say that, but I've actually had really good rolls in Heresy compared to the rest of you guys.
That is true.
Dude, I have been fucking crushed.
You've been rolling really well too. Yeah, I've just been
I've been
rolling.
making them
I was
make
rolling.
saves too. That's been the thing.
Yeah, you gotta force saves. You can't make attacks. I made that mistake. Fucking unloaded my revolvers, did nothing.
I'm just gonna say the one thing I wish CompCom would do is I wish it would put your talents on the same page as your mech, or at least a sub view
Yeah,
of it.
that's exactly what I was complaining about.
yeah,
'cause
it's
just-
annoying.
If you enter
Yeah, it's-
combat mode, it does it for you.
yeah, that's fair.
Oh, it does? I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Oh,
People forget about combat mode.
it's because no one
I
knows
didn't
what
even.
combat
I didn't
mode is
even
for.
know it was a
Yeah.
thing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
All right. So what? No, I don't want downtown.
Where
mission.
is
Son of
it?
a- All right. So I should be in combat mode right now. I should be. Yeah, I'm in active mode. It still doesn't show it anyway. I'm just taking a look to see if there's a way for me to get out of here without being
Oh.
hit.
Oh, shit! This is nice! Oh, fuck!
You learn something.
Oh,
new.
duh! I'm a fucking idiot. I can use a quick action is movement, right? Like.
Well, you can boost, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So, he's going to, for one last hurrah, as this guy is at point blank, he's going to, like, sort of, after having gotten hit with the hammer, his mech's eyes are going to, like, lower as he, inside the mech, actually, like, pulls back and the MRI machine clicks him in. And for the first time, he doesn't have to zoom out. He's just, from the perspective of his mech, looking point blank into this guy. He leans forward as the cannon fires. At this point, I have accuracy, inaccuracy, inaccuracy. So I am inaccurate on this, which I'll have to deal with, but oh well. So let's go, D20, and then I roll a D6. That's a crit!
Oh.
That's a crit! Guess what? Guess what? I have brutal. Max damage! 18 damage!
Holy
18 damage!
Fuck yeah.
Plus-
dude.
Plus knockback 2. I do heat myself though, but it's worth it. So he gets blown back 2. I move 2 back.
So you're gonna structure him and then put him to 1 on his next structure.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
yes!
Jeez.
Yeah, that's right. Get
So
wrecked.
let me roll and see how he's doing.
Please blow up.
No, you're not
Damn
that
it.
lucky. I also have to roll multiple ones.
That's fair.
So, okay. He's gonna lose a system, it looks like. Yeah. So what system is he gonna lose? You'll see. So from your cannon going off, you notice that all these he's actually has like a bandolier of grenades over each of his shoulders. You set those off, and it just completely fucking sends him blowing backwards, and he no longer has any what appeared to be thermal charges. So yeah, you just fucking did a number on him.
Yeah, the shockwave from the blast immediately spikes all the Geiger counters inside of his cockpit, as it's warning him that there's a large amount of gamma radiation in the area because he basically point blanked a small nuclear reaction there, which shunted both of us away.
Is that a blast weapon?
No, not if it's direct fire. So there's 2 modes. Siege mode gives me an area of 2 blast, but direct fire, I don't get a blast. It's just knockback 2, and it reduces the heat. But it's also not. It's not an arcing weapon when fired like that. So I can either choose to level the gun at someone point blank and fire line of sight, or do it mortar style, and apparently it's more terrifying that way, which is kind of cool. So after he does that, he's gonna just give just one last look at the mech and just sort of shrug. Well, Mike, it's been a pleasure, and double middle finger as he boosts away. And he's gonna boost off of the table and attempt to retreat.
Nice, dude.
And technically, also he has ace as well, so I just need to remember that because that's super useful. So, but he is.
Fly when you boost.
Yeah, exactly. So he's literally flying away.
Okay, well, you successfully disengaged from this fellow, and he's he definitely has an eye on you. Let me. If you show no intent of doing harm, he is just going to disappear, and that'll be the end of that.
Yeah, no, he's not getting into more of that fight. He's been structured. I've been structured. I think that's a fair 1-to-1.
Question.
And I feel better having landed one hell of an uppercut on him. So, let this be a warning to you, all ye folks out there in digital land who think that I can only fight at long range. You get point blank with me, I'm going to give you the biggest black eye radiation can give you. Just be aware.
Let him know. Put him in the dirt.
I'll fucking bury
In
you.
the dirt.
I will bury you, and then I will fire artillery from on top of your corpse.
Okay, well,
Wrecked
with
him
your
on.
downside actually being over for the time being. Let's see here.
I feel very content about that. That was a hell of a fight. Thank you, Red.
You are welcome.
Also, it's my first time being structured. I feel very content now. That was good.
Don't worry, the first time I got structured in Lancer, I structured twice. So
Goddamn.
Nice.
I got like direct harrying fire with AP on it. It was not pleasant. I took like 20 damage in 2 shots.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's rough.
Anyway, that means it is Natalie's downside.
I don't even know how to follow that.
I think I literally showed off every ability I got with my level up there. Literally every single thing. I'm quite content.
What, point blanking a fucking railgun? Hey, buddy, stand right there. Oh, dude, what's that really loud burring noise? Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Look, it's not. You signed the thing with the thing, and look at it. It's actually a CERN participation sheet. I didn't know there were participants at CERN. Yeah, neither did I.
Can't be stiff.
That just became a science experiment in nuclear science.
Made fission.
Will it blend? Subatomic particle edition.
So fucking stupid.
Oh, God. Sorry, Natalie.
Oh no, you're fine.
So what are we thinking about doing, Natalie?
I think that Arkin is probably pretty keen on getting her mech suit back, so she's probably going to be focused on that. I guess I'll go bug the mayor or whoever's in charge of reprinting it.
You notice that there is a fellow in the hangar, and he seems to be sort of handling things. He was that fellow that was like mansplaining Arbalist about the.
You actually made.
Yeah, he did actually, but in an Irish accent, so it's passable. He let's see here. So your mech is going to be printed automatically. That does not require a downtime action, but you can certainly roleplay with this strange fellow.
Sure, let's do it. You there?
Peasant.
Are you working on my mech suit?
He'd look back and forth. Oh, you're talking to me then?
Yes.
Oh, no. What about your mech suit? He'd be wiping his hands off with a rag as he walked up to you.
I need it reprinted because your lovely planet has destroyed it.
Oh, did they chew you up and spit you out? Poor thing.
Not exactly. You should see the other guy. Or bug, should I say.
Oh,
The other
you
bug.
doesn't-
The other bug.
The other bug. Oh, so use a bug.
I'm a bug in good time.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that just for both of our sakes. So you're the one with the what's that, Manticore?
Yes.
Fucking horse. He'd shake his head and he'd walk over to the terminal. What are you people and your fucking horse, Max? You're all nuts, I swear.
What? Is this a cult thing? I mean, I just bought it because it was shiny.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm convinced that half of the people that like horse do that exact thing. Oh, it looks real pretty, like, I think I'll pick it up. Fucking nutjobs.
How else do you shop?
Function over form.
Function over form. Huh,
I think that weirdo at the antique bot there, he's got a bit of an idea how that is.
Oh, well, I mean, that's vintage. That's different.
It's not vintage, that thing's a fucking antique, it's ancient. You got the archaeologist brushing dust off of it real gentle like.
It is a little gaudy, I will admit.
Gaudy, no, it's fucking falling apart. It looks like scaffolding over a broken building.
I like you. We should gossip more.
I like me too, thanks.
What do you think about that Rykard?
I don't know. Got too much shit going on at once. Makes my A's go cross. Sets off my trypophobia with all those little things flying around.
Don't you fucking call me out like this.
Well, so is it done yet?
Oh yeah! In the few fucking seconds we've been talking, it's all done. No, it'll take a couple of days.
How long could it possibly take?
A couple of days? Are you patient enough for that?
I mean, could just buy a new one, but with the shipping over here, I just canceled my Space Prime account.
God damn it.
Oh. What the fuck are you going on about over there?
Oh, perhaps it's something you're too poor to know about. But for us celebrities, it is quite essential to have things hand delivered to us.
It's Space Prime, Michael. What could it cost? $10?
One banana.
Speaking of which, you know, fucking Amazon Prime's up to $16 a month now.
I mean, that's how I got my original mansion. I just went onto their website and it had high reviews.
The reviews. This thing literally goes nuclear. Oh yeah, this thing sounds great. It goes nuclear, you guys. You see that?
One star. This thing blows.
This crazy puppy goes nuclear when you give it heat.
5 stars, the last mech you'll ever need.
So, let me tell you something, hon. This thing goes boom on purpose. You know that, right?
Oh. I did not know that. I thought I had just malfunctioned. So you're telling me this will happen again?
So, okay, let me get this straight. Somebody recommended this mech to you, didn't they?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was my good friends.
That's fucking funny. That is rich. He just shook his head. They want to kill you. This thing's a suicide mech. The cultists use these things and throw them into fucking freighters.
Are you saying Brian Gooseling wants me dead?
Mr. Gooseling's a son of a bitch, I'm sure, if he's trying to recommend that kind of stuff to you.
And to think I was rooting for him to win an Oscar for Space La La Land.
I don't even know what the fucking Oscar is.
Well, they were originally going to call it Spa Spa Land, but they didn't think that It rolled off the tongue as well.
How long must this go on?
The size of your joke like page on Google Docs, that thing's got to be gigabytes of data. It never ends.
No, her joke page is literally just says space plus modern
Space
what-
movie title.
yeah, modern day movie title.
It's
Space
Space
Italian
Star
job.
Wars. Space Italian
Space Italian job.
Space face.
Space Rider.
Space.
Space face.
Space Face
Game
is
of-
actually something a great movie.
Game of Space sounds pretty good. Don't watch the last episodes though; they're not that good.
Last season really went downhill off a cliff.
Often
Me
they
watching
do.
Westworld right now, or just slowly gets worse and worse.
I
Space
stopped
World.
after the first season.
I wish I stopped after the first game.
Yeah.
Game of Drones, Yanti, we're
Let's
back.
go.
Wait.
Yes!
Yo, Yanti, let's go. You got my fucking
Love
number,
it.
dude.
That's Derek's, man.
That is gonna be Reichard's debut movie, Game of Drones.
Hey.
No, Yanti, welcome. That's perfect. Pull up a chair, stay. We can use you as a consultant.
Yes.
Great.
Write my bad movie titles for me.
That's great.
Anyway,
Yeah, if we need somebody, poor Arkin needs like a PR person, or she's gonna keep playing and watching movies just like Space Titanic or some shit.
Space Tannic.
She needs an agent.
The one that won't try to kill her with a suicide mech, please.
So, you's a celebrity pretending to be a Lancer?
Well, there's a role for Lancer in a movie, so in order to get it, I thought I would do a little lancing. I mean, how hard could it be? You put the suit on, you shoot the people. Apparently,
Whoa. He'd like walk up to you, like just step away, like completely step away from the terminal, and put his hands out, like hold the fucking phone. Lancing isn't something you can just drop your arse into. It's a way of life. It's a lifestyle. You either got it or you don't. You don't study to become a Lancer.
oh,
It's an instinct.
I mean, I could do anything. I'm Arkin.
Ah. And
I
I'm
was-
Horus himself.
Stars, god damn it.
Brother.
Forgive me. I didn't know the almighty Ra has blessed you with the knowledge to just fucking do anything as soon as you pick it up.
Well, I'm sorry that you're not as gifted as I am.
Cough. Apology taken. It's completely understandable. Fuck off. Your mech will be done in 2 days. Go back over to the terminal. Name's Shay, by the way, in case you need anything. Just call me Sparrow.
Pharaoh. I see. Well, I'll be back when my mech is ready.
You see him climbing up into some sort of HA mech.
People here are so dramatic. You think don't think so that I am the celebrity.
Don't they know that I'm the important one?
How dare they trouble me with their problems? I should be troubling them.
My favorite thing about Arkin is that Arkin's actually a solid Lancer who's trying way too hard to be an okay actor.
Like a
Yeah, that's
C-list
the irony.
actor.
Just be a Lancer.
Like just a natural born mech pilot that's just like,
Oh.
but I'm an actress.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
Don't you discourage her dreams.
You know what? More power to her. She can do anything she wants as long as we get her out of the suicide mech at some point.
I believe in you, Arkin. I believe in your power to blow up. And then act like you don't know nobody.
I'm gonna get all my teeth ripped out just so I can look like that guy. I want to look like him.
Who's
That's my
drinking
dream.
red? Jesus.
I'm the king of spit take. Okay, Natalie, what's your actual downtime action since you just interacted with
Yeah,
the most terse fucking guy in the entire city?
dude, I don't even know. I guess I want to find out more about this planet. Like, apparently bugs aren't supposed to be here. So, what is supposed to be here?
Oh, like, what's the wildlife like? Or like, who's supposed to be here?
Yeah, like what is the normal things that we should be up against?
Okay, you can gather information. That's definitely a check you can make if you want to pick a trigger for that. Since you just want to find out about what the plan is normally like.
You know, a little bit of both, you know.
Okay, go ahead and make a check for me.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what would make sense. I could pull rank, get information, resources, or aid from the subordinates.
Okay, yeah, you could just literally talk to like somebody that works underneath you and be like, "Give me information." No.
You go do the studying, and then you tell me what you found out.
Or you could just talk to the people at that theater and just be like, "Hey, what do you know?" That definitely that would fall in with full rank rather.
Sounds good.
I'm an actual actress.
Bunch of pretenders.
Posers.
Posers the lot of use.
The irony in her calling them poser.
Alright, I will go visit the movie set again.
Your favorite actress isn't there.
I don't even remember her name. And Arkin probably doesn't either.
How polite.
Is someone important looking there? Like a director or...
Looks like a director, somebody that's just sort of like giving directions and stuff like that, like they're rehearsing at the moment.
If they're not important, she doesn't want to talk to them.
You get it.
Now you're getting it.
Alright, I go up to them and wait, expecting for them to recognize me.
The director would loll his head over. Can I help you with something?
Me, Arkin, famous actress, and, celebrity.
me, Arkin, you peasant.
Why not groveling?
Wear carpet roll for me. Go and make a pull rank check. We'll determine if he knows you after that.
So it'll just be a d20 plus, it's like I have plus 4.
Yeah.
Right, 19.
That's pretty good. Let's see. Double check. 19 is really good. Let's for gather info. Okay, so you're gonna find the info that you're looking for with this guy, or but you choose one of the things. You leave clear evidence of your rummaging, or you have to dispatch someone or implicate someone innocent to avoid attention.
I will leave clear evidence as I go around signing people their objects without asking them, just assuming they want my autograph. I grab someone's clipboard, scribble on it, someone's water bottle, put my signature on that. Like, here you go, you're welcome. No need to thank me. It's very obvious that I was here today.
The director would pretty much let you know that this place is pretty quiet. Like, the most odd thing that they've had is like a giant bug, but those bugs only get to about 3 feet long and they're pretty harmless.
It's a big fucking bug.
Occasional reptile.
Only 3 feet long. Where is this, Texas?
Right?
No, it's well, this planet has a high oxygen concentration. That explains why the wildlife can get big. But for the most part, the wildlife isn't hostile. A lot of it's just big old reptiles and some amphibians here and there, and a lot of bugs. But most of the giant bugs eat like cactus and stuff like that. So
Not biomechs.
biomechs definitely aren't naturally occurring here. You know that.
They have to be seeded.
That's a very recent occurrence. What he does sort of give you is that biomechs can only be made by like a handful of companies, and they have been made by a handful of companies. And the first one that comes to mind is Smith Shimano Corp, SSC. Smith Shimano has some secrets around it. And if you thought Horse was weird and creepy, you'd be surprised. SCC takes the cake. And I'm not exaggerating either.
Goddamn space weebs.
They're space weeds, but they're even worse.
Clearly, you never read about Unit 731.
My bad.
I'm just teasing. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to even make a joke about that. I feel so bad now. Holy fuck. I'm a terrible person.
Oh, you're
That's
good,
okay.
dude.
We'll just pretend you didn't say
This Smith guy. What was his name again?
SSC, Smith Shimano Corp.
Smith Shimano. It's a weird name for a weird guy. So he's.
Oh, no, the director, that's not his name. He's talking about the
Oh
company.
no, I know. But the Smith guy might be the reason those bugs were there. Is that weird?
Smith and Shimano are two different people. He'd
Oh.
like give you this look.
Sorry, I thought it was a weird name. I thought Shimano was.
I didn't know if
it's
Natalie was asking that in character or out of character. Babe, it's like Wayland Yutani in Alien.
Both.
Yeah, it's like
know.
two hyphenated names.
Yeah, I remember how Wayland was like that one guy and they never showed Yutani? Like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much the situation here.
So they could potentially, one of them could potentially be responsible for the bugs.
I'd chalk it up to the engineers. The original guys are like dead, like for millennia.
It's a pretty long
So-
time.
Yeah, a couple thousand years. But yeah, it's probably an SSC engineer. They're the ones that make that sort of weird biotech crap. So, best be on the lookout.
Yes. Well, if any of your actresses fall through, you know where to find me.
You'll be the first to know.
Or I'm totally getting in this movie.
I landed the part.
I'm basically in the movie now.
They're gonna include me as an understudy.
I'll be credited somewhere.
Literally the image of, wait, we're on the third page of credits. That's me, right there, top right, in the middle of like that third line of 80 people.
I'll be on standby for my cameo.
Walking to behind the scenes, Arkin.
Consulting.
Additional consulting.
This insulting woman, played by Arkin.
The consulting woman.
Extra
That's the name for your
55,
next movie.
No.
The consulting woman. Well, if that's it for your downtime, I think that leaves us with Sir Reichard.
Oh boy. So, remember how there was a frigate?
Yeah.
Remember how there's guys down there?
Yeah.
I want to rotate control and go use Force of Will to get those guys on my...
So you're going to the bandit camp.
Yeah. I'm definitely bringing them back.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
So this is what I chose to do.
I'm not gonna say no, but I will say, idea.
I
Maybe
mean-
not so good. I just deleted your token. That's that's a warning of what's to come.
Oh no.
That's a warning of what's to come. So let's see here. Well, depending on how this goes, you could end up in a fight, so I'll get you a battle map.
Let's go. That's a nat one.
Oh my
God.
god. If you have accuracy,
I
You
don't
know,
know. That's
accuracy
gonna
can't
fix
help
that,
with that.
man.
yeah, that's bad. That's bad, buddy.
How are you
You
gonna
did
unfuck this, Derek?
You fucked it, now you gotta unfuck it.
I suggest withdrawal.
Nah. Balls to
You're
the
gonna-
wall.
You're
I
gonna
dare them
run
to
into
get
it.
close to me, actually.
Oh my god. So I can't advise this is a good idea.
What are you talking about? This is our frigate.
This is our frigate, but it won't be ours if we don't be alive to use it.
Hey, I have an idea.
Yeah?
So, you know how Legion is, like, a little bit lower of, tech than Leon?
Yeah, he's a little bit dumber.
What would happen if I were to say, I don't know, spread out that dumb AI over the entire course of, like, a frigate's systems without, you know, really...
Well, first you'd have to
getting
hack into it from, like, a manual interface. So, you could do it. Are you trying to fucking, like, Yes Man from Fallout New Vegas? Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm trying to effectively break Legion and unshackle him in their systems and let him just run amok.
What
That
could go wrong?
That might not go well for anybody, including you.
Oh, don't
That
worry.
might
I literally have an ability that lets me yoink unshackled AIs back under my control with Leon.
I'm just giving you a fair warning. That could be incredibly dangerous.
I'm sorry. Are you telling me that it's incredibly dangerous to put a computer program in a spaceship when last session somebody climbed inside a biomechanical bug and blew up?
Well, see, if you want to win these people over, unshackling an NHP is literally like setting off a tactical nuke. So
Yeah, no, that's the idea. I'm selling them both the plague and the cure. Yeah, I'm the only thing that's going to be able to unfuck the
Oh,
situation for them.
got you. You're gonna save them from the problem that you created.
100%, yeah.
You sound like the American government.
I am the American government.
Jesus.
Not the plot of Ghostbusters. Am I
Space
wrong?
Ghostbusters?
We went in wildly different directions.
They're like, oh, you've got a ghost. Let me take care of that. But they put the ghost there.
Derek, if you manage to get inside, you can unshackle it and unleash it upon the system.
So I can act unseen or unheard?
You're approaching in a Mac.
I have a stealth suit on, and I also have act unseen or unheard as a
You
trigger.
also rolled a nat 1.
That is fair. Leon, do me a huge favor and get everybody's attention, and then I Black Thumb Protocol out.
Leon lets out this weird like roar type thing coming from the mech, and it's so intense and strong that you could hear it through like probably at least a mile away.
And invisibly, I'm just like running through the sand straight in, like past everybody, hoping that he's unleashing drones with like annihilation nexus stuff, not damaging anything, but making as much noise and threatening them and like making them have to fight on his terms.
Wait, I have a very important question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you wearing like a sexy cat suit that makes your butt look good for your stealth suit?
Yeah. Maybe not a cat suit, but it definitely makes my butt look good.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay. That
This
was
is
all.
my fantasy, goddammit. To have a good looking butt. Riker does squats. He doesn't need to.
This is a session of Lancer.
Certainly is a session of Lancer. Certainly
Looks
one of the
like-
most sessions of Lancer.
It is the session of Lancer.
The most session of.
All right, well, I'm gonna punish you for your nat 1, but not in the way you might expect.
Okay.
So, well, as you decide to pretty much just let an NHP do what it wants to do, be that Leon, you hear the sound of massive explosions as you slip through the walls. Because I'm gonna let you do that. You hear non-stop mech fire, you hear non-stop drones constantly firing, you hear people yelling and running and grabbing weapons that are meant to deal with mechs.
He's got a sentinel drone. He's got, so if anything gets close to him, they're just automatically taking kinetic damage. He's got a shield drone, so everything that's targeting him has, you know, difficulty 1. He's got chaff launchers, which until he actually makes an attack roll, he's fucking covered. So he's Gucci, honestly. He's smarter than me too, so he's using everything to the best of its ability, I'm sure.
Hilariously, because he doesn't have any weapons of his own except for the Annihilation Nexus, which he can choose not to use, your characters have permanent soft cover. That's stupidly brilliant, Derek.
He doesn't have to use the attack, by the way. He can use it on any of his drones. Any of them. He can just have the Annihilation Nexus go on.
So he just has soft cover forever. That's...
Yeah, I set him up to literally be like the self-contained boy, so I can go off and do fuck shit.
That's some peak Lancer right there. I love it.
I'm
So,
pilot.
so like I said,
Mother, I crave violence.
the ship is partially buried, but you find the entryway, and you have to do a little bit of climbing. There's some like makeshift stairs and scaffolding and stuff like that that leads up to the elevator that you need to take down into the rest of the frigate. And you pretty much get there unimpeded. You're surprised how well that you just completely just infiltrated. And the elevator opens. There is a woman standing there. She is 6'4".
Oh no.
She has an assault suit on. She has a silver streak in her hair, and she just looks down at you.
You can see me even though I'm invisible?
She knows you're there.
Because I said so.
You know, it could be a lot easier for everybody, yourself included, if we just put the arms down, talk this out, you know, come to some kind of agreement. How do you feel about political extremism?
This is what she looks like, by the by.
Oh shit, we know about her.
This is Captain Mary Reed. She's the leader of these people, and you're standing right in front of her. Your stupid ass is standing right in front of her. She rolled a 23 on Apply Fist of Faces. She's going to punch you right in the face. And you're going to be knocked clean on your ass. This woman is literally a hunk of muscle, and she just looks down at you.
Is this dealing damage to me?
Yes, because it's technically...
I have a personal shield. It does no damage.
Still going to attack you, just from the pure kinetic force behind it.
No, Black Thumb Protocol nets me a personal shield. Anytime that I take damage the first time, it negates it to 0 damage.
Okay.
She punches you again.
But it doesn't stop. That doesn't stop you from being knocked prone.
Okay. I don't know. Actually,
It doesn't say
wait.
anything about it.
No, fuck. I said protocol. So, you're gonna really be mad at me, Red. I am immune to any ability that would affect my movement.
Prone doesn't affect movement. It's conditioned.
Okay.
I mean, it technically affects movement, but it doesn't like directly affect it. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, technically, okay, no. Only when I'm in rodeo, so that doesn't apply right now.
Ah, okay. Sounds good, boss. Okay, so
I do have the
She's
personal
just gonna-
shield still, though.
yeah, and she's gonna after she breaks that personal shield with just like the fist, she's just gonna put her heavy boot on you and look down at you and just sort of like lean on her knee and just look at you, waiting for you to talk.
So, there's this, like, system. It's really far away. I need the ship. I'm gonna go start another civil war, and you would make a lot of money in war.
She'd nod a little. Yeah, and where is it?
Well, see, the thing is, if I tell you, then you're probably just gonna kill me and head there yourself. But the thing is, you don't know what I know. Oh, I'm not gonna
You're
tell
right.
you. If I tell you, you're just like second verse, same as the first. You're just gonna kill me and then go do the thing.
I could kill you anyway and then just move on with everything.
Something tells me that you're what you call a businesswoman.
Hashtag girl boss.
Yeah, she's actually into multi-level marketing. That's why she's a bandit captain. So
Yes.
I reckon you know who I am.
I'm familiar.
She'd squint and like lean a little closer. What's my name?
Captain Reed.
Very good. She's gonna reach down and grab you by the front of your suit and throw you in the elevator. Step in with you, punch the button, stand up, and I'll shoot you in the head. She'd say as she patted this massive pistol on her hip.
I'm kind of sitting in the elevator, and I'm kind of looking around for any kind of access port that I could feasibly just... This is clearly a powered part of the ship. All I need is a fucking USB slot.
In an elevator, you're not gonna find that.
That's
But
fine.
she's going to hit like the bottom level, and she's basically gonna take you into a cargo hold. So your port access is not going to be very good in a cargo hold. But that's probably where her office is. And she'd literally, as soon as the door opened, she'd grab you by the front of your suit and start dragging you across the floor.
Yep, just...
And she'd pull out her what appeared to be a communicator. It had an antenna on it, and she'd put it up to her face. Just disable the Mac. Don't destroy it.
Well, that's a good move. You'd be incurring a lot of fucking costs there if you tried to kill that thing.
Yeah, I know. I've heard about you from a lot of different people. These Lancers show up to the planet and start doing everybody's will. Of course, when they don't have a fucking clue what's going on.
Means to an end. You know how it is.
Sure, you think because I'm just a simple owner of a bunch of hardy men and women and non-binary folk, you think that means that I'm what? A bandit?
No, I said
criminal?
you're a businesswoman.
Correct.
Means to an
Good.
end.
She's gonna sit you down into a chair, and it's like incredibly uncomfortable. It's just one of those shitty metal folding chairs. Feels like it's like assaulting your back. And she's gonna plop down and behind a desk, and this cargo hold is full of a bunch of containers and stuff like that. Just exactly what you'd expect, and it's like very dimly lit. So she's gonna plop down in this upholstered chair and like lean forward on her desk. So you want this old frigate to go do a job and make a bunch of money?
Yeah. Yes. That thing you just said. Yep.
And I bet you want to use one of your NHBs to hack into the systems and take it over.
That was the idea, yeah. Amongst other things. See, my people don't really do too much things without them.
Your people?
Yeah. Same place we'd be going. You'd get pretty familiar with them fighting alongside them.
And this pays.
Unbelievably.
And what proof do I have that it does?
How many other people do you know that are capable of not just wielding, but creating two AIs? How many other people, on a backwater planet, I might add, how many other people do you know that are able to pilot a Horus, for instance? I mean, I can only speak for two, but that's just here. Pretty much everyone back where I'm from gets a Horus. I don't, unfortunately, know what it is that you pilot, Captain, but I'm sure we could arrange for any level of license upgrades or special equipment, serves, anything you need to get the job done and take home. How familiar are you with the Creole Empire?
Not at all.
The Creole, like, I don't know, 1,000 years back, they took up all the space in my system. They promised us safety from the corporations, and in exchange, all we'd have to do is pay a tithe. For a long time, our people paid that tithe, and you're a businesswoman. You don't like paying taxes. I don't like paying tithes. It's basically the same thing when it comes down to it, but I don't know of many tithes that require an entire system's worth of people to be plugged into simulations and run for the sake of novelty so that they can have trade in other systems, shackling generations upon generations of people. Do you know how slow time passes inside of a computer?
You talk a lot. Should nod. So let's come to an agreement. You want to go to a place, probably due to something that's super personal to you that has nothing to do with us making money, which there's a big issue there. But if you can assure that we'll get paid, I'll let you use this freighter. Plus, you're going to need a crew. So, you're not going to pilot this thing by yourself.
Captain, you drive a hard bargain, but you know what? I think I'll take you up on it. I'm so glad that you called me out here. And I stick my hand across the table.
And I'll call you out every other time that you try to fuck me over too. She'd clasp your hand, and she just this really iron grip, and she'd turn her hand over yours while they're shaking to let you know that she is in control here.
She can think whatever she wants. See, I'm a bastard. I don't care what people think as long as I get what I want.
Your mech's in a stasis field, by the way, so don't worry. Nothing can touch it, and it can't touch anything.
Wonderful. Well, Legion and the little skull comes out of invisibility. I think it's time we get Leon out of this pickle he seems to have gotten himself in. I can't believe the mess that boy gets up to. Some people's children. All right, see you, Captain. And I get up and leave.
Just make sure you watch out for my boy. He's not as forgiving as I am.
I'm sorry, who?
You'll know him. You'll know it's him when you see him.
Captain. Give her a little salute and throw on my heel.
She just lets you walk off. One thing you notice is that the elevator is only going to go to the top.
That's fine. I don't need to play techno-terrorist with these guys anymore. I think we've come to an agreement.
Techno-terrorist. She may be a bandit, but she's reasonable. So, okay, you reach the top and you see quite the sight. Your mech is sort of in this weird, technological haze. And it's just completely still. All the firing has ceased. And you see something that catches your eye. You see a mech that looks like it's been through a little bit of rough housing, like it just got blasted with a cannon, and it's just sort of standing on top of the gate that leads into this compound. Listen there.
Jesus. What do you guys get up to? I ask just some random guy that I'm passing by.
The guy would cross his arms and look over at you, and you'd realize, as you looked over at one side of his face, looked normal flesh, but the other side was a complete, cybernetic different thing, and it had a screen cast over it. And he just give you a look. Just know that just because you're good with the captain doesn't mean you're good with the rest of us.
Ah, right. Hey. Listen. What's your name?
Mac.
Mac. What do you want more than anything else?
You'd think about that. This instant?
In general.
Live a comfortable life. Simple as that.
An honest man. Yeah, I appreciate that about you, Mac. I think that you'll come to find that that's really all I want also, and we're after the same thing here. I think once you see how I do things, you'll be singing a different tune, Mac. And I give him a friendly pat on the shoulder.
You might
knowing
wanna
that
take.
he's not really happy with me.
He just look at you. It's like you patted him on the shoulder and you wouldn't move or react at all. And he gesture. You might want to get out of here before Six Gun gets pissed off.
Lives. Oh.
Omni seething in the background.
You! Our battle will be legendary.
I say, might want to patch that one up. Looks like you've seen better days. And fuck off to my mech.
Yeah, he got attacked by one of your boys, so watch your ass.
Oh, I don't. They're not mine. Okay.
If you're going to be hanging out with the crew, you're going to be held responsible for their actions. That's step number 1.
I'll go make peace then. God. You people are so dramatic.
Flashback to Natalie saying the same thing. People on this planet are so dramatic.
We're just like, why are people not just kowtowing to our needs immediately?
because people like me and Arkin are like, yeah, we're way important. We're from like far away. We're like, God pays attention. Like, this is some backwater planet.
Hello, I'm a player character. You're an NPC. Get with the program.
Meanwhile, Gentry and Suki just kind of like blue collaring it up, getting by day to day. Like,
Riker's a noble, to be fair.
Oh,
a
that's
disgraced
funny.
noble, but
That's funny you think Suki is blue collar, but go on.
I mean, compared to these two, we practically we might as well be drinking Budweiser beer in some like pub somewhere.
You're right.
I love you guys, by the way.
I love you too, dude. This game is so much fun.
Hell yeah.
This is a fine example of how I don't let my players push me around.
Hey, but I did power at a cost, and then I think I just paid that cost, so...
You paid the cost. You almost got your fucking ass kicked.
Almost, but I was smart. I went in with a plan.
Smart.
I thought about it. I literally
Are you
did.
gonna try to talk to this guy in the Riley? You do need to make peace, because right now he's seething.
You look like
Seething, possibly molding.
He probably still has the giant radiation impact craters
Yeah,
on
it's
his
like
mech.
the metal on his torso is like blued and then like
galvanized
rainbowed
and
out.
shit.
Yeah, it's like galvanized.
It's probably still flickering with a little rainbow light here and there that you
I'm
recognize.
gonna talk to him, but I'm gonna get in my mech first.
No. Eye level.
Yeah. And as I'm like coming back online and stuff, and the stasis field is being taken off, I say, it looks like you ran into an Everest.
This mech's head would just swivel and look at you, and then the whole body would sort of turn like cowboy style to face you.
Please tell me that you threatened him?
You'd hear a click over your comms. He shot first.
I'm sorry. I'll take care of repairs. Send me the schematics, I'll get the parts printed out for you, and, you know, on the DL, nobody has to know.
You'll have plenty of repairs of your own to worry about.
Buy you a drink.
The mech would just be silent. It would just stand there, like, staring you down with this like. There's like a couple of small camera. Well, they'd be huge cameras. Like just sort of like looking at you and glinting in the sunlight. And like the entire camp was full of like at least 100 people, probably more. Like not even visible, and they were just watching you. Like you were just an intruder at the gates, and you were, and your mech's actually suffered some damage, obviously, just from like hailing that much gunfire. Of course,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
taken some damage.
Tell you what, I'll make it up to you somehow.
I'm sure you will. Just do what my mother asked you to do and we won't have any issues.
She's a nice lady. I
Very nice.
respect her
Very
ambition.
amicable. She's very amicable. Just know that I'm not.
It's a good thing she's in charge then, huh?
Yeah. I've been keeping an eye on you guys for a very long time. Rykard.
I'm sorry, you have me at a disadvantage, and you are...
Just call me Six Gun. That's all you need to know.
Huh.
I know a lot of your friends, too. Especially that ogre. Suki? Morova? Oh yeah, I know a lot about her.
The
Her
cop?
and that sheriff, too.
As far as Riker knows, she's just a cop.
Sure, she's just a cop. Like you're just a disgraced noble.
Hey, we're all disgraced something or others, right? It's just waiting for our ships to come in. And I kind of like gesture behind him. There's mine. We'll get you yours. Whatever that looks like.
He's just intensely staring you down.
So I'm gonna go. It was a pleasure, and I'll see you around, Six Gun.
Sure. I'm gonna let my dog in real quick. She's freaking out because of the fireworks.
No, poor baby.
Sweet bean.
Oh, baby. Oh, look at the baby.
I saw so many cops while I was out because of the holiday weekend. Made me ridiculously paranoid every single time I passed one. I was like, ah, God, they're gonna pull me over for no reason.
Yeah.
Goo goo gaga. Goo goo gaga. Sit down.
What a spoiled little baby.
Okay, well the group can meet up. We can do a little bit of a skip if you'd like.
Yeah,
Obviously, there's things to discuss.
as we're leaving, like on a closed comm, I tell Leon to download and scan everything he can as we're leaving, assuming he didn't already.
He already did.
Okay, good boy.
He's a step ahead.
That way I actually have, like, shit I can show you guys.
Sweet boy.
Yeah. So
Sweet murderous child.
I assume we're at, like, a hollow table or something?
I mean, you could probably just hang... Excuse me, you could probably just hang out in a meeting office at the mayor's place.
I have, like, a thing showing all the mechs and, like, all the shit. And in the ship. And I explained to you guys pretty much everything that just happened. And, leave with, or end my part of that conversation, saying, and, Gentry, one more thing. There was this extra, like, guy there. I think he was, the captain's son, actually. And then I, like, flip over to show that mech. Called himself Six Gun. And
Oh yeah.
you
Yep.
see that? That looks like a galvanized metal there on that chassis. You want to explain how?
Yeah, that tends to happen when you're exposed to significant amounts of particle ablation as a result of being in front of a charged particle cannon, like say the bow of Euphrates, which
Oh,
is what
look.
happens when that individual in full battle armor walks on top of a mesa above me out of my mech, for the record, begins actively loading weapons and disregarding hails. I asked how they were doing, what they were going to do, proceeded to load their weaponry, and clearly make a threatening thing of it. They then proceeded to attack me repeatedly. After I, in the middle of combat, did attempt to end combat, And so, if anything, that extra damage right there, that's what happens when you're stupid enough to stand in front of the Bo Euphrates twice.
You guys are just making friends everywhere, aren't you?
Trying to.
I disengaged from that battle because I saw no further point in it. I had what I needed, which, by the way, be this, and he would pull out. Basically, I figure it looks like a hard drive, like a a solid state drive or the equivalent in that setting. Just puts it down on the table.
Just a Kingston.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that actually
has the Western Digital stamp on the.
straight up, that does sound like something that Gentry would have. Like just some ancient ass piece of tech that's been updated to be up to modern code. He puts it on the table. That right there contains data on where that biotech might have come from. Did a little digging. Found myself a little recon post in the middle of the wild. Had a bunch of interesting little hard drives on it. I don't know precisely the full extent of the data on here, but from what I could tell browsing through it, it's promising. If we're going to learn anything about where they came from, that's what we're going to need. And that's apparently what set our friend off. Which means if Mr. Six Gun and I are going to get along, he might want to seriously reconsider his perspective on sharing the truth. You know me, I'm not particularly hard to get along with. I just ask you not to fucking attempt to intimidate me and shoot me. I am a professional soldier. I don't take well to that. That's it.
But what do you think these guys have to do with the fucking bugs? These were just bandits for the most part. I mean, the captain is another story, but the proximity to the frigate it was like a mile. We were so close when we were out there a few days ago, a week ago, however long it was that we were there ago last session.
Yeah.
Just a couple of days. No.
Look, I'm going to be real with you on this. They own a starship, you said? And, in my experience, anyone who owns a starship isn't just
It's
as
not
a matter of
functioning. Anybody could have staked that claim. It's
True,
been there a long time.
But it's still a kilometers-long structure armed in many cases and equipped with enough destructive firepower, armor, and storage facilities to basically equate a large-scale fortification in any world.
That's what I'm counting on.
And it's loaded with
I get like starry eyes for a moment.
Sugi seems to be listening and thinking about things. And she holds up her hand. So we already suspect that the bandits are working with this fencer fellow. Right? Yes?
Seems the rational call, yeah.
Alright. To hear the sheriff and call, tell it absolute fuck all happens on this planet, aside from the bandits occasionally being troublesome. So this isn't all coincidence. It's not all happening by chance. We have to find the missing pieces here. So from now on, let's not wander off, do things on our own. We're gonna call ourselves a team. We gotta act like a team.
Fair. Alright, I'm in.
But I work best alone.
You can work best alone if you tell me what the fuck you're doing. Deal?
Okay, well, in like a week or so, I'm gonna go back down there and start getting stuff ready to make repairs on it.
We'll figure out what we need to do in the meantime. To hear you tell your story, this Mary Reed woman is not somebody to fuck with.
Oh yeah, her son seemed to know you too. You're not just a cop, are you?
Beg your pardon?
I mean, I was certainly under the impression that you were, just a law enforcement officer of some kind, maybe...
Do I look like a motherfucking cop? She gestures to herself.
I don't know what passes for law in these parts.
How many police officers have you seen in your life that look like me?
gonna go with none.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't understand. You know what you're doing more than any of us here do with like taking prisoners and stuff. I figured you had to be in some kind of, I don't know, arbitration.
Sort of. I used to run a mercenary company.
Oh, no. Did you? Curious. What happened?
Go on.
I don't know what happened because I crash landed on this planet about 10 years ago, and my memory was corrupted. The only thing that could be salvaged was my base operations and my license to my mech.
Okay.
So I have no recollection of the events leading up to my crash, or any of my time spent underwater, offline.
That's heavy.
Have you tried rehab?
It kind of looks at Arkin like, the fuck?
I've known a lot of celebrities who go on benders and they forget everything, but you know, you just go to a good rehab center and they fix you right up.
Anyway, in the spirit of being open, I've been working on a project with our captive.
What you making?
I spun up a, let's call it a VR suite, where I can take a look inside her brain and see what she knows, since she's refusing to talk, but I haven't had a chance to try it yet.
Oh, you're definitely not a cop. There's no fucking way that's legal.
Definitely not.
Technically, the term would be deputized. And the trick with that is anyone can be deputized.
That is
I know.
Glad
kinda
we have
specific.
this talk. Anyway,
illegal, right?
yeah, that's illegal.
And
Why, even
dangerous.
this dog can be deputized.
You're this adorable cat. So
And Arkin's deputized.
Even
damn. So hold on. I'm still wrapping my mind around. So you have one of our captives, and you're going to attempt to extract information in a virtual environment from this person against their will.
Yeah. You got a problem with that?
I'm not going to pretend as always if my hands are clean. I've literally been fighting. I think at this point, it's so long I've literally forgotten how long it's been. I'm going to ballpark it in about 8 years. So I've done plenty of things I'm not particularly keen on. So no ethical judgments on that. There might be kinder ways of doing it, but if they're not being cooperative, I understand the urgency. My concern would be how you're managing it. Are you sure it's going to be safe? Because neural links tend to go both ways, and look, I know my mech might seem old, but I do know a thing or two of brain-to-tech interface, and it's not necessarily always clean or good.
I'll be safe.
Kev just dropped an up the ante. Thank you, Kev.
Dude walks in, breaks a bottle over my
Thanks,
head. Let's go.
Kev.
See
Is it up the ante, huh?
Yeah.
Look,
I
I have
like
to
to
say,
make an entrance.
I really
love you, Kev. Bye.
Love you, Kev.
You hear a little bit of a knock before the door is like opened, and you see Sparrow lean on the door frame. So, hey, I'm glad everyone's here. We got a bit of an issue.
What is
What's
it
going
now?
on?
You want the good news or the bad news?
I like the bad news first, and then the good news
Good.
kind of afterward. But what do you all think? Okay.
Just spit it out. I don't care.
I'm listening.
So the bad news is that the bandits are arming up.
Fuck.
like heavily arming up.
What did
You
you
want the
do?
good news?
What did you do?
What did I do?
No, Gentry. You pissed him off.
I'm sorry. Then he
Suki
turns to
pinches
Mare.
the bridge of her nose.
He holds a hand out, then holds a hand out to the Mare. 1 second.
This isn't the
Turns-
mirror.
This isn't the mayor. This is one of his like Lancer pals
Oh,
that he's got.
Turns to Sparrow, holds a hand out, just like, give me a second. Turns to Rykard. I'm sorry, did I walk into their house and deliver literal technological Armageddon and then attempt to negotiate?
Yeah,
I
you
didn't-
really
With them?
can't. You can't.
That's-
Deliver it. They didn't know I was gonna do that.
Okay, I defended myself in the wild. I think out of the two of us, I've actually somehow less at fault than this. Regardless, so they're arming up. What's the good news?
It's not against us.
Then
Oh,
who's it
that's great.
against?
We don't know. We just had a few scouts out there to see that they were arming up heavily and they were heading out northwester. You know.
Record, what can you do to get eyes on them?
I could leave now and go there. Okay, and I get up.
Let me let my dog out real quick.
You want me to?
Suki's just looking at you like, do I really need to tell you?
Yeah, I just slowly kind of like awkwardly get up, like, oh, this is what you wanted. Oh, okay, okay, and then I leave.
Gentry turns to Suki and sort of leans in. You and I also need to talk about a project I've been doing on the side. It's not rather relevant to this, but, you know, in terms of being open. But did you want me to go with Rykard to make sure everything goes smoothly?
You think you can back him up?
I certainly think he'd be probably better assisted with that, yeah.
Alright, then go.
All right. You and I will talk when I get back.
Wait. One more bit of news. He'd scroll through his data pad. See. Oh no, not that. Oh yeah, that little mech that you lot have been dealing with every now and then. What are you calling him?
Little fucker.
Little fucker. I'm down as Fencer, but I'll change that if you want.
Yeah. Change that.
Fencer's accurate. Fencer's accurate.
He was spotted fighting one of the bandits.
That didn't sound right.
Wait, what? I thought. Oh, what?
So yeah, he'd slide the data pad across the table. I'll just let you watch that. And you
Click
see
play?
this clearly happened not too long ago. There seemed to be a security drone or some sort of like security thing out in the middle of the desert that managed to capture this. And you see that tiny little mech that's probably a foot or two taller than the average human slicing the shit out of a Riley.
Intriguing.
Is it black?
The Riley?
Yeah.
It's the 6-gun.
Oh, fuck. Guys, we gotta go.
I will say Gentry watches that happen. He's sort of, sorry, it's not funny. It's okay. It's actually really funny. I like this.
Hey, that guy took your vengeance. You gonna stand for that?
I'm going to put this out there. I'm equal opportunity vengeance. So if someone wants to get themselves fucking killed on their own, then by
I'm
all
honestly right to vengeance.
means.
This city is a right to vengeance city.
Yeah. I keep
All
my
right.
vengeance on me loaded at all times.
Lies the vengeance.
Motherfucking thing on me.
It's like we're temporary allying with the bandits. Everybody suit up. Let's get a move on.
A little bit more than temporary.
Who's my mech ready?
Speak for yourself.
You there. Sailor, Sawyer, what's your name?
Sam.
Yeah,
We're-
it's Sparrow, thanks. Yeah, your mech's about ready.
Thank you.
Gentry literally leans over and steeples his hands, just kind of like a "I'm so fucking sorry" gesture.
Yeah, I'm coming with you this time. I don't trust you lot.
Trust us. What do you need to trust us for? We're deputies.
Just cause the mayor trusts you, don't mean I do.
Just don't
Hell,
get
I
in
might
the
even
way.
call Soraya. He'd say as he started walking down the hall to the hangar.
Just don't get in the way.
You're gonna be the one getting in the way.
It's
You
gonna
big,
be a problem.
you big fuck. He muttered to himself.
I heard that.
Fuck you.
This is gonna be a problem, guys.
You know, shit.
Why is it gonna be a problem?
Those are my bandits.
Just pinches the bridge over.
Yeah, I kind of left that part out of the debriefing, but those guys in a way kind of work for me now.
Do they work for you, or have you chartered them?
They work for the captain, which kind of works for me. We have a business arrangement.
Were they yours the entire time, or do they work for you now?
They kind of work for me now. Either way, I need them. We gotta go stop this.
Suki already looks very tired before the fight even starts.
We might also have to ice that other Lancer, just to be safe.
Which one?
Fencer? Do you mean Fencer?
I'm pointing down the hall, like.
Oh, fuck no. I'm not doing that shit. You want to do cloak and dagger shit? That's business. And he walks out the door.
He might try to kill my bandits.
Suki's gonna firmly put her hand on Riker's shoulder. We're not gonna kill one of the mayor's friends.
But why?
She'd lean in real close because I said so, motherfucker.
Nobody would know.
About him paying us earlier. I think that he might not want to do that if we kill his friend.
What Arkin said.
But he already owes us, so if he didn't pay us, then, you know, nothing would
Suki's
be
gonna,
able
like,
to
grab him by the face and squish his cheeks together so his, like, lips were squished.
If he doesn't pay us, then we go to war with him. I have a ship now.
We're not killing him.
Fine.
I guess if I have to.
He's so much
Give
as
him a-
harms a
give him-
hair on one of my bandits' heads.
She give him a very firm pat on the cheek and start heading towards the hangar.
Okay, and that's where we're gonna end the session.
Oh shit, okay. Fuck.
That was great, man. Thank
That was
you.
an awesome session.
Definitely.
Thank you.
That was a
I
lot
like
of fun.
I like RP heavy sessions.
Me too. And now I have a rival. And I love that. I'm all on board with Mr. Six Shooter and I having a friendly rivalry.
All I can
Oh,
think
yeah.
of is when you're fighting him is that fucking when the wind is cold and the fire's hot. Fucking Metal Gear Rising music playing.
I like how you were like, I understand the thought process behind this. Omni's a shooty boy. I need somebody who's an even more shooty boy to go up against him and be his rival.
To be fair, I've had this character up my sleeve for a while.
He's a good character.
I had a feeling, especially since you, the image that you have, I know it's Lancer, like it's on the cover, but like it's very much on the main screen of our playthrough.
Oh yeah.
I was
thinking
thinking-
wouldn't put a Riley in the game after having that on the
Exactly.
cover.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way this thing's featured friendly and we're not going to see Captain Six Gun. So
It's
I
one of my
love it.
favorite mechs. It's really fucking rad.
It's really cool. I love anytime anyone has like a mech that has revolvers. That's just cool.
Oh yeah. If you ever play Warframe, there's one that gets guns and does fucking crazy damage with them. You go into like a slow time mode and you just like.
I literally had in one of my private campaigns, one of my players insisted on making a gun like a pistol-based mech, and they literally have 4 sets of pistols.
Oh, that's sick.
So 2 on the two on the shoulder mount, 2 on the arms, and they had what is it? It's God, I can't remember. It's Revolver Bobcat, the Revolver Bobcat trait. So they basically just get 1 million extra shots. So they literally like could generate anywhere up to like 12 shots a round with just
Jesus
4
Christ.
guns. It was hilarious. They consistently out-damaged the sniper rifles on for taking out starships. It was great. I loved
Are you
it.
talking about Revolver Ocelot from
Yeah,
Metal Gear?
Yeah, exactly. But I couldn't actually use the name Revolver Ocelot for the trait, so I took the joke and made Revolver Bobcat.
That's
So
hilarious. 6 chamber
Six
Bobcat.
shots.
Yeah.
6 shots is enough to kill any man.
Mm.
The thrill of reloading.
Oh god.
There's a meow. That shit Metal Gear Solid 3 made me laugh so hard when I saw that for the first time. Anyway.
Well, thank you, Red. This was a fantastic episode. This was so much fun. I love this game.
Absolutely, man. I do too. I'm glad you guys had fun.
Same.
Oh yeah. Well, let's go through shoutouts. Elise, you want to start us off?
Sure. Hey everybody, I'm Elise at Illustrate. I'm an artist doing art things, helping other artists do more art things.
Let's
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram and on my website at illustrate.com.
Nice. Well, thank you for being here. Much love, much appreciated as always. And yeah, thank you. Omni.
Hello, everyone. I'm the last on the tech, your favorite robot American. It's a pleasure to be here as always. You guys can catch me here on DMDM Studios on Saturday evenings, as well as also occasionally on Wednesdays and other days of the week as I pop in and out of Derek's awesome games on his channel. I'm also on Red's channel as well, playing in his Cyberpunk Red campaign, which is hella fun. You guys can catch me. I'll be this week, actually. It's this week. Wow, it's this week. This Wednesday, I'll be running Mouse Guard on the Wednesday slot.
Let's go, baby.
Everyone get ready for Mouse Guard, The Frontier. It's going to be sick.
Dogs around.
I'm so ready.
Megapod.
Oh, yeah. I've been wanting to run this game for a while, so thank you so much, Derek, for giving me a platform to do it.
Fuck yeah, man. I can't wait.
And you guys can still catch me on my Twitch channel Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Wednesdays, I do the Post Mouse, where every week Doran, the Post Mouse, comes and delivers a recap of the prior session, which will be relevant for this week because we're having a session, as well as also do world building for the game. Thursday, we have the Breakfast Club, where we all just hang out, game, and relax, and talk about whatever's going on in the TTRPG sphere and everywhere else. And then Saturday, we do the Stellar Forge, usually. I took a break this week. I need to get my brain recalibrated. But I do world building there, including for Legacy. So keep an eye out, and that's me, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Fuck yeah, dude. Thank you for being here, Omni. We love you. We appreciate you, and could not imagine playing games without you at this point, man.
True.
Thanks, guys. Love you too.
Baby.
Me, you can catch me here Saturdays playing Lancer and Covet Syndicate on alternating weeks. And I'll be there Wednesday for Mouse Guard. Super excited for that.
I think all of us will be there on Wednesday for most of
Yeah.
It's this crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love playing games with you guys.
Yeah, me too.
I can't wait to be a player and make you guys so sad.
We haven't started yet in Mouse Guard.
He is a shit disturber.
I
I
like
love
playing
it, though.
Disturber characters.
And you're all going to get to build an empire. It's going to be great.
I already
Okay.
have an empire.
Yeah,
I have an
very
empire
small,
first.
but you do, yeah.
Well, you can expand your empire then.
This is the age of empires, dare I say.
See, and Lancer
Lo.
are the ones who are like, we're important people, and you should know that. So I guess that's going to be Red and Mouse Guard.
Oh yeah, except I'm gonna do it with a Scottish accent, so it's gonna get annoying really quick.
I'm annoyed already. No, I'm just kidding.
I already hate him. That's great.
See Wednesday? No. Alright. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter at LedZozoBeans. That is it.
No, they can't because you're privated.
I mean, they can still find me. They can friend request me.
Oh, that's true. I forgot how that works. Okay. Cool beans. Well, thank you for being here, baby. Appreciate you. Love you. Red.
Hi, it's me. It's Red. I'm one of the 3 primary colors, and I'm doing a lot of stuff, particularly this month. Obviously, I'm here every Saturday. I don't think we're gonna be here the next Saturday though.
No.
This coming Saturday. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute.
Celebrating my birthday, since I did
Yeah.
that this weekend.
Very happy for you. Very excited for that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Thursdays, obviously, I do Cyberpunk, not this coming week, but the week after that. That'll be the next session. That'll be at 2 p.m. CST. The players got themselves in a bit of a pickle.
What'd they do?
Oh, well.
A lot. We've done a lot. We've done a lot. There's a lot.
In short, they were supposed to go into a place, infiltrate it, hack, take something out, but an entire security team got called on them. So now there's about 12 fully armored security guards harassing them. And an enemy netrunner, which is really going to screw things over.
Yeah.
You're fucked. Enjoy your mini game.
Soul antied up, and that's why the netrunner's there. So good
nice.
goal.
Yeah, we actually already had been antied up earlier in the session, so 2 anti-ups in the same session.
Nice.
For what should have been a routine job.
See, the problem is, okay, so I want Soul to spend all of his points now on anti-ups for Cyberpunk Red. So when we do get around to playing Call of Cthulhu on the channel, that Soul can't use any of those against me. Because I know he wants to. I know he's thinking about it.
Well, you're giving him so much opportunity to seek vengeance upon you. Because you have chopped off both of his arms in Saints and Sinners.
His legs are next.
And now you're going for the legs. So, I mean, he's gonna justifiably come after you.
So just remember that we are not a part of that, so maybe your vengeance can be on Red and just Red.
No, hashtag damn it, Red. So, besides that, I wrote a book. Read that, please. You can just literally look up Ulvad, ULVAD. You'll find it on Amazon. And yeah, I'm working on World Anvil, which is the summer camp, which is 33 prompts, and throughout the entirety of the month of July, I'm going to be posting those on Twitter. I might stream some of them if I'm feeling like it. Haven't been really feeling like streaming lately, which is meh. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. A lot of stuff.
Awesome, dude. Well, thank you for being here. Much love, much appreciated as always. Can't wait to run Call of Cthulhu on your channel. It's gonna be so fun.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be insane.
Oh, I can't wait to fucking.
It's gonna be great.
I can't wait to come up with some fuck shit. And you know I'm gonna make some maps. Like, you know I'm gonna make some maps. It's gonna be fucking nutty. Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for running such a fantastic session, dude. Love it. Yeah, that was it, folks. That was a Saturday streaming here at DMDM Studios. No stream tomorrow because Andy, our GM on our normal Sunday sessions, is in Greece right now, enjoying himself a nice vacation with the family. So much love to Andy. Enjoy it, buddy. You deserve it. Been working mega hard.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know they named a country after that movie.
Oh, actually, they named it after the stuff that comes off a pig when you cook it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that is good stuff. That deserves a country.
Just like they named an entire country after a bird. Did you know that they're changing the name of Turkey?
Yeah,
Turkey, yay!
Changing the pronunciation.
Oh
yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
What are they changing it to?
Turkey,
Okay.
Yeah.
Turkey?
Yeah, I'm gonna start calling Turkey in the States just despite that.
Pronounce it.
Turkey. I
This is just the way that you pronounce it, I believe.
It's Turkey, yeah. It's closer to the native pronunciation.
No, they
so
changed
that
the
way they
spelling.
can.
They
Yeah.
changed the spelling.
Oh, they did change the spelling? Okay, I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, the president sucks ass, so
Yeah,
he's a
John
fucking
Travolta.
war criminal. Fuck him. Other than that, love you guys for being here. We appreciate y'all. I completely fucking blanked on it. I was supposed to announce earlier at the end of Blood War, so would have been way better to announce when I had 16 people in chat. But in 3 weeks, so on the 23rd, alternating the 12:30 Saturday slot with Blood War on Saturdays, Booty is going to be a campaign. That's going to have Natalie, of course, in it. It is going to have Will, the Burnt Coin. Much love to him. Can't wait to have him back on the channel. It is going to have Vincent of Aeon Bar Cartography. He is a fantastic bean and makes phenomenal maps. And then it is also going to have Mashashi Cosplay, a wonderful, wonderful content creator and author over at Mashashi's stuff.
Crew.
Yeah, dude, I'm super fucking excited. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a nautical themed campaign. Kind of. Sorry?
CLED?
No, CD's not going to be able to make it. He can't commit to that many campaigns a week, unfortunately, which is completely understandable. He's already doing a lot with Paul over on Ampersand D20. But yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be kind of like a Star Trekian, almost in a way, like every ship or every port is like a new like adventure kind of arc type deal. Classic stuff that you come to expect when I run D&D on this channel for the most part, but yeah, a little bit different in regards to it being a nautical based campaign and them having like a mobile fortress and stuff. We are going to be using the MCDM rules and all that good stuff like usual. Other than that, no Curse of Strahd on Monday, what with the holiday and what have you. On Tuesday, however, Ethan of Ethan Games is going to be hosting Neon Nights on the channel at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So super excited for that. I swear to God, Red, I'm not copying you. Ethan actually came to me.
No, not at all. I had somebody else run the game.
Yeah, we remember. we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
I did have a good session, which was nice. After that, it led to a giveaway. It was really nice.
That's good.
The person before that has more drinking problems than my Irish relatives. But yeah,
yeah,
you're totally good.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have Black Dwarf Star on, I believe. I hope I'm getting that correct. We are also going to have Jen Genbles and True Fae Queen 888, which is Amelia. I've kind of tangentially known Amelia on Twitter, like basically since they came on the platform, and they're such a sweet person. So super excited to get to have them on the channel and play a game with them. Next week, Saints and Sinners on Friday at 5 p.m. Or excuse me, 5 p.m., 6 p.m., whatever time I normally do that. Blanking right now. It's been a long day of streaming. So Saints and Sinners on Friday. No stream on Saturday or Sunday next week because I am going to be taking Natalie out of town for her birthday. We're going to be going to San Antonio and staying on the Riverwalk for an evening on Saturday.
How lovely!
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Really excited. Really excited. We haven't taken a trip in a very long time. Thank you.
Enjoy, you guys.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Fun.
When we come back, it's going to be a Saturday. When we come back on that Saturday, I think we'll probably do Lancer. I know we talked about doing it differently, but I think just to kind of solidify the schedule in a way that makes sense to my brain, unless obviously things have to get switched around for whatever reason, then we'll just have to roll with it. I think if Red's good with it, we'll come back on Lancer and see the culmination of the shenanigans that we got up to tonight. If you're good with that.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that.
Sick. And so that means that Covet will be after that. I know it's a little bit of a timeout, so sorry about that, you guys, but I actually have to do a fuckload of prep, if I'm being honest with you, for what's...
No, you're fine. You're totally fine.
And how dare you take, like, a little time to enjoy your life. Jesus.
I've gotten most of the big things done, which is mapping out Covet Keep and the town of Silkwater. Obviously, Elise said that she's going to do the temple, so that's going to save me a huge amount of time on that regard. But it's all going to be relevant, I'll tell you that much for sure. It's all going to be relevant real fucking soon, how everything looks on the inside and what have you. That being said, really excited for it, and like I said, it's a lot of prep, but it's going to be really fucking cool. I hope that everybody has a lot of fun with the systems that we're going to get to fuck with. Natalie knows what I'm talking about. It's a lot. It's going to be like a whole session of nothing but combat. I can promise you that. But it'll be fun. Love you guys, though. I've rambled on for long enough. We're going to be raiding into TPK roleplay, assuming that they're still going. I looked at them like fucking 30 minutes ago before I started rambling. Yeah, they're still live. Cool. So we're going to be raiding into TPK roleplay. Thank you guys again for being here. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we will see you Tuesday for Neon Nights. Bye, everybody.
Peace.